Hello everyone, hello, give me 1 second. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday everybody. Literally give me like 1 second. Um I am in the depths of the game menu. I have discovered that you can actually switch it to night mode, which is a game changer because normally it's like stupidly bright. But yeah, hello everyone! Hello Lynn, hello Alex, hello Boris, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday, hope you guys are having a good Friday so far. God knows I am. Are you playing slots already? Slots the maintenance schedule for the metro? There's no such thing as a maintenance schedule. The maintenance happens when they decide it happens. You will not be told in advance. It's always like, this line is currently closed due to planned engineering work, and I'm like, okay, but when did you plan this engineering work? Because I only found out about it 5 minutes before having to leave my house. When did they notify you about the planned engineering work? Damn, you guys are all winning jackpot, good for you. Hello Lara, I was coding just before stream, but know what you might think I was coding? Unbelievable. This reminds me of the story where they were designing the path of the Moscow-St. Petersburg Railway and the Emperor Nicholas took a ruler and drew a straight line. King shit. That's why he was in charge, man. Did you guys know? This extremely random fact, but you reminded me of it. What was it? I need to like remember the exact names. You guys are probably like, yeah, Lara, everybody knows that, but I kind of want to like, you know, I want to flex anyway. Did you guys know that Nicholas II of Russia and George V of the United Kingdom, or I guess like of England, the British king and the Russian Tsar are cousins? They were cousins and they looked like stupidly similar. They literally looked the same, those two guys. You can look them up and they look like the same guy. Like they were cousins, but they look like brothers. But they're related, and that's so crazy to me. And apparently, like, because he was the last Tsar of Russia, I'm pretty sure. Like he was the one who got violently slaughtered by when the revolution happened. And apparently the king of England like betrayed him because he asked him for asylum. He was like, can we escape to England for safety and like stay with you? And he was like, no, because he was afraid that like maybe him hiding them was gonna cause uprising in like the British people as well, and they were gonna be like, oh, maybe we should kill our royalty too. So he got his family killed. And they were like friends too. They were like really close childhood friends. It's really interesting stuff, no? The rose of Europe, especially at that time, were all related pretty closely. Yeah, because they were all like, I don't know. I think that there was like some connect. I don't remember what it was. I remember reading about it ages ago. But yeah, it's really funny because, what was it? I was at the National Portrait Gallery, which is in London, right? And they have, so it's literally a gallery of like just portraits. So we have lots of like royalty portraits, but also like famous people, contemporary portraits. And I walk into the room and I see this big portrait of like this royal family, and I was like, man, what are the Romanovs doing here? I looked and I was like, because I know what the Russian Tsar looks like really well, right? Obviously. So I was like, why is there like a huge portrait of like the Romanov family here? Then I come closer and I see that actually it's like the English king, and I'm like, oh, okay, they looked similar. And I told my mom. Mom was like, oh yeah, they were cousins, and they look like really similar. And I was like, what the hell? But then I went to look at other paintings, and another woman walks into the room. And she literally goes, are those the Russians? Like, she looks at the portrait and she's like, are those the Russians? And I'm like, that's crazy. Everybody's like, what are the Russians doing here? But because they look so similar. And like the families look like weirdly similar. They had like less kids, I think, than the Russian royalty. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. Hi, Lemon Spitfire, by the way. Could be a potential movie. Guess what? You're not gonna believe this. You ever seen Anastasia? Like, they already made that, man. They already made that. Must have been hard to do to his bestie. I don't think so. Like, royalty, I don't know, man. They all stab each other in them. Have you ever heard about what happened to, like, Mary, the Queen of Scots? Like, her story is literally so messed up, man. Her story is literally so messed up. Like, she was tormented. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I might be wrong, my history knowledge is very flawed because my memory is really bad. But I think she also, like, asked one of her cousins in England to like help her out because she was also being like hunted by her people, and I think she literally was the one who like gave her away. Like, she gave away her like location or something like that, and she would kill them, pretty sure. It was crazy stuff, man. they all fucking hated. They all like secretly hated each other. Around World War I, the German emperor was related to the British royal family, I think. Unbelievable. They're all like cousins and shit in there. Actually, that is true. Yes, that is correct. He was also I think it's the same guy. I think he was another cousin of the Russian Tsar and the English Tsar. I'm pretty sure. I think he was also either like a brother or a cousin of theirs as well. And he was also close friends with them. But when like the war started, there was like a lot of tension between them, and they were like trying to like talk to him and stuff, and you know, be like, maybe let's not do this. But I think in the end everything escalated anyway. I'm pretty sure he was also like either like really close friends or related to like those two. So yeah, they're literally like all besties, man. Well, not really, they're all like enemies. But technically, in theory, they were all like besties and cousins and shit. And the 100th Empress was German? What the hell is going on around here? Unbelievable. Maybe being a peasant isn't too bad, at least you don't have to worry about people. Yeah, no, because like, Loki, you're the one who's gonna be like, chanting, you know, idle chants at the guillotine. Like, you're the one having all the fun with no consequences at the end of the day, I'm just saying. No friendships among royals, only potential rivals. It's true, man. I'm afraid it's actually true. Anyways, guys, let's get to the game. We got like a chill game. I think it's a really good chatting game, at least in my opinion. Like, it's kind of just like a relaxing puzzle game. I would dare say it's a roguelike, but not really, because it doesn't have like longer progression. It's more of just like you repeat it and try to get a high score kind of deal. But it does let you choose random upgrades, I'm just saying. So it kind of got that roguelike heart. Yeah, so this is mini metro. It's actually, I don't know, but I tried it for a little bit. It's actually quite fun. I don't know, there's a lot of like different cities that you could do. I haven't unlocked most of them because you need to like play all of them to unlock more. I actually did. I unlocked Barcelona because I really wanted Barcelona. I haven't done it yet though. I think you needed to play Hong Kong. Yeah, I had to like reach 200 on Hong Kong to unlock Barcelona, so I got that. I tried Osaka for a bit as well. Yeah, I wanted to unlock St. Petersburg and I did. So I don't know any of these metros though. The only one I'm actually familiar with is the London metro. I'm really not familiar with like any other metro. Are the colors supposed to be the lines? Yeah, so it's like a metro map basically. This is Lara's Train Interest Arc. Let me just close my door real quick so that I don't like annoy the neighbors. Oh god, what the hell? There you go. One British ruler literally had his dynasty end after 2 generations because his son was stupid. It's because they keep inbreeding with each other, man. Hi, Aaron. So we'll be getting long-form content about trains and locomotives. This game is not very train-centered, guys, please understand. If this is a game for people who have like interest in specifically like metro connections and stuff like that. It's not about the trains as much as anything else. This game is similar to Metro NPCs. Yeah, they piss me off when they like overcrowd the stations and then I lose the damn game. Laura, stop playing with trains? Never. But yeah, London is the only one actually like no names of the lines though. Although it's not like... I'm assuming it's probably not... Oh shit, what is this? If I score 1,000, I can unlock London 1960? That's sick, man. I gotta get on that. 1,000? Well, my best is 700. So 700 is like amount of people, I guess like population that are using your trains. Let's just start with London. They don't have all the lines though. Those aren't all the lines. But yeah, I think it's randomly generated every time, basically. So like it's different every time. And it's not like actual real stations because I think that would give you an unfair advantage if you are actually like familiar, I guess, with lines. Wait, no, I don't want to do orange. Wait, what the hell is orange? There's no orange line in London. Like, this is like the circle line. Now they're messing with me. Anyway, so stations start to appear and you gotta connect them. And at first you're like, yeah, this is like the easiest job in the world. There's not a lot of sound in this game. There's like very like gentle sounds happening. It's quite, I don't know, it's quite relaxing, I think. But if you guys want like some kind of music in the background or something like that on top of it, you can tell me. It was Cromwell who overthrew the king, named himself Lord Protector. His son came in charge, messed it up, monarchy reinstated. Do you know Jay Foreman from Mapman? He once went on TV and got quizzed on the British metro lines and he could name every connection from memory. Pff, I could probably do that. Okay, well that's not true. Oh yeah, and it costs you tunnels to build over the river, so you gotta be careful with that stuff as well. Actually, don't know. I keep thinking like, oh yeah, this is easy. Then it gets like more and more complicated. I guess I'm gonna use blue here to not spend a tunnel. But yeah, these are the trains. So the little circles and squares and triangles are the people. So there's like 2 people waiting to get the station. I think the shape means where they are trying to go, if I'm not wrong. So I think square means that this person is trying to get to like a square station there or something. That's how I understood. I'm gonna be honest, the tutorial on this was like really bare bones. Yeah, we got the Piccadilly line, the orange line, that's like not even real. I don't know what the orange line is, man. It's this kind of ASMR train simulator, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a really chill game. Oh yeah, so every week, once you finish a week, they give you like upgrades. So they give me a locomotive and then I can choose between a new line or 2 tunnels. I think I'm gonna go for the tunnels because I have a lot of river and no tunnels. Laura, can you place a knot at my house? I don't want to switch lines. Sure, where is your house? Tell me where it is on this map. It's just like Loki, I don't even know what... Like, the river shape doesn't really make sense. I think it's all, like, randomly generated every time you replay and all, like, randomized. Because, like, then you would actually, maybe you will remember what the stops are and shit. I'm just gonna pretend like this is, Westminster, and this is Waterloo. Just... So the Big Ben is, like, somewhere over there, maybe. It's north of where the river does the V shape. I didn't know you lived in London. Oh my god, the Northern... There's no Northern line yet, so... I don't know what the fuck the orange is. Maybe that's the Bakerloo? Bakerloo is brown, though. Anyways, I gotta not overcrowd, though. I gotta keep an eye on the damn trucks. Okay, so there's one over there, and I don't know. Okay, let's do yellow. Why, it spans a tunnel? Really? For this? Fuck you. Okay. So basically, You need to try and have as many connections as possible that like make sense. I don't know, man. I just kind of connect the lines and then I pray. See, there's like lots of people there. So once you have too many people, you start getting this kind of timer there, and people are getting pissed off. So I guess I don't know. Let's add another connection. I don't know how to fix their problem, man. I guess we need more trains. That could actually make sense. Let's add an extra train there. So I think an extra train might actually work. Anyways. They keep asking me to fix their problems, but I don't know how to do it. Or does it... Orange could be the overground, actually. You are kind of kooky. Yeah, so blue line is Piccadilly. Yellow is the circle line, but I'm not actually turning into a circle. The circle line is actually supposed to be like a closed loop. They don't pay me enough for that, though. Also, I'm trying to fix the metro, you know what I mean? Okay, let's... So the carriage gives you more space, so you can have 2 carriages attached to 1 train, so then it can carry more people. I don't know, I think I might... This choice is too hard. I think I'm gonna go for another line, to be honest. What do we have now? Victoria line. Let's fucking go. My mom confuses the Victoria and the Elizabeth lines, which is like, I understand where the confusion is coming from. But it's really funny. I will be like, yeah, we need to switch, like, on this station or something. And she will be like, oh, we're going to the Victoria line? And I'm like, no, we're going to the Elizabeth line. Okay, I'm gonna, like, extend the orange line, I think. And it already connects to the blue there, though. Okay, whatever. Maybe that would be easier. Oh, look at... I have no tunnels! Where did I spend all my tunnels? I have a station that popped up like there. I don't have any tunnels. See you guys this game. Oh yeah, you can actually pause time, by the way. So if you ever are like, oh shit, you can pause time and like have a think, which is what I'm about to do. Okay, I'm gonna yeah, I don't have any tunnels, so I can't extend the blue one there. I'm gonna close the blue line. I'm gonna redraw it to go like this. It still spends... Okay, no, it doesn't spend a tunnel there. Okay, thank God. Actually, it's fine. It does spend a tunnel, but I get this tunnel back. Also, like, what do they mean, tunnel? This is the underground. It's all tunnels. They're taxing me for the river tunnel? But I'm like... Literally, this is all tunnel. This game looks too brainy for me. Ah, man, it's like the easiest job in the world. I could do this in real life. If anybody is establishing a city, just hit me up. I'll design the metro. I think I would be really good at it too. Trust. It's kind of whatever, literally. This is more chill than Lobotomy Corporation. I can tell you that for sure. The stakes are nowhere near as high as in Lobotomy Corporation. I think under river channels need special consideration. Yeah, I guess that's true. Some of them go like as a bridge, like above the river as well. The Furio Tigre line is running late again. Oh man, if I was in charge of like Metro, you fucking bet your ass I would be naming that shit after stupid stuff like Furio Tigre line. Like, don't even test me, my ass would be so doing that. They replaced Metro 2033 when? In 2033 I'll play it. How about that? I'll make you a deal. In year 2033, if I'm still around, I'll play Metro 2033. I'll meet you there, alright? I'll set up the waiting room now if you want. I'll set up the waiting room for 2030. Do they let you set a waiting room that long ahead? Okay, I don't remember. I think an interchange makes a station like more efficient. So if you have like a big station where lots of people gather, I think it makes... I don't know if it like makes the waiting time longer and gives you like more patience. I don't remember, but it basically makes a station more efficient. can only wonder how many people had to inhale the steam in the tunnels. It's fine. The human immune system is literally like the greatest ever. We survived like so many years of evolution. You know, I did see black mold once on like the Bakerloo line, which I'm not surprised. I think the Bakerloo line is like the most fuck-us line. A lot of people hate the central line. I literally don't know what everybody's beef is with the central line. It literally has internet the entire time, okay? The lines I travel on regularly don't have any internet because I think they're like deeper in like underground, probably. Like there's no signal down there. Okay, why do you think I read so many books on the metro? Because I want to? No, man, it's because it's because there's no internet down there. Oh man, I'm getting like overcrowdings everywhere. But what do you want me to do about this? Okay, let's make this one an interchange. I don't know what that's gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, to be honest. Okay, what if we expanded the orange to go there? So then they have an orange connection right there. I don't really think they need that. Like sometimes I can't tell what is actually like causing the overcrowding. It says I think triangle. I don't know though. I don't know where these people are trying to go. I think the game is trying to tell me, but I'm too confused. I didn't read the tutorial enough. It said it gets cooler the further you go down, but that's a lie. It gets bloody hotter. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It definitely gets hotter. That's like literally, isn't it like abnormally like warm inside things like submarines and stuff like that? The deeper they go as well, because of like the air pressure and shit. It's fucking hot on the metro. I had to go on the Central Line a lot whenever I visit London. My only complaint with the Central Line is the seats there, because a lot of them are older than others, right? The Bakerloo line is really old. And the seats it's only on the Central Line. I only noticed this on the Central Line. They got like, okay, this station is stressing me out. You have like 3 connections. What's wrong? Oh, tunnels, yes, please. Actually, maybe I should have asked for another line, to be honest. Oh, maybe I should have asked for another line, but okay. Anyways, but I only was on the Central Line. The seats there, when you sit down, you know how like it goes deep. Like it's really like the seat has been sat on so much. Like when you sit on it, you just kind of go really deep into it, and that really makes me feel bad when I'm on the Central Line. Like I don't know where the seats made out of different material, because it literally doesn't happen on any other lines I've ever been to. My Victoria line is so fucking useless. Like it only takes you around like the top half. It only takes you around like the northern part of the city, and it doesn't connect to fucking anything. I'm a genius, man. I'm a fucking genius. Look, but they keep putting more stuff there. All these people are like, I really need to go south. How do I get to south, man? They fucking hate me. Okay, hold up. I do have 2 tunnels, so maybe I should rethink my Victoria line. My work gets in a line like that, that's why I couldn't get there during strike. Like it's so... Okay, hold up. I'm gonna close the Victoria line. Oh my god, this is horrible. Why did I do that? Okay. Don't panic. No, I did not mean to do that. Okay, so if we do this... But like, what am I supposed to do with all these fucking... No, stop doing that. Okay, so yellow. I am kind of reaching that circle line vibe, not gonna lie. We are kind of circle lining. Look at this. I fixed the circle line. I made it more efficient, trust me. If you are a Londoner, please don't watch this. You're not gonna like what you see here. Okay. No, trust me, I have a vision. My vision is very bad. Oh, I need glasses. This is not the worst case scenario. Let's try it. Let's see if this does anything. Telling you this game is literally whatever. You just try shit. Like... It's so fucking funny. Oh my god, what do I do with that station over there? I can't connect the yellow line to anything else because I made it a circle. The circle line. Oh my god. Okay, but while you're at it, connect it there as well. Nah, guys. I think I'm doing it. I really do think I'm doing it. Anyone ever been on the New York subway? Well, obviously I haven't. Is the New York subway any good? How would you rate it? Like, how would you rate the experience? My last experience on a train was a train ride to Santa's Village in December. It was like an early 20th century train. Santa's Village? Where is that? You went to the North Pole? Okay, I'm gonna get a new line. I think I actually really need it. I also have more trains, so I'm just gonna put new trains on the yellow and blue because they're quite long. Dude, I have overcrowding everywhere. My like entire city is overcrowded. Well, isn't this just like London core though? This is literally London core. Oh, they gave me the district line. Hold up, we might cook with the district line, guys. The district line is going to save the day. I have no tunnels though, so I can't take it across the sea. Okay, but like, I already have... They should let you reuse a tunnel. Like, if I already got a tunnel there, but with another line, technically you're not building a new tunnel, you're just like adding another railway next to it right now. That's not how it works. I guess you do need to like dig a whole new tunnel next to it anyway. I was a little kid who liked trains. Wait, that was your last experience on a train? That was your last experience on a train was like, I don't know, 50 years ago, man? It's crazy. You guys really don't take trains over there. Okay, I'm gonna pull a big brain move here on that district line. So they are trying to go... Oh man. There's no saving this. There's literally no saving this. Like, the city is doomed. Let's just build another one. Okay. Oh, this might be genius. Look at that. Before, if you wanted to go from here to there, you had to go like all the way like this, but now you can just take a straight train. Nobody was asking for this, by the way, but I delivered anyway. I don't know, just stretch it around like this until something works. I think if I actually put thought into it, it would go like really hard. Nah, look, it's working. It's literally working. Except for that station. No, don't you open another fucking station. Oh my god. Somebody pick up those poor people. I built them a whole new... Okay, look at that, look at that, look at that. That kind of worked. Kind of cooked there. Man, I wish at least some of it had trains. In the vast majority of places in the United States, if you don't have a car, you just can't exist. Yeah, I have heard that for sure. It really does suck. I guess you gotta be like in like big cities. That's where they have public transportation. But yeah, it's literally like pointless if you don't own a car. It's kind of crazy. Everybody gets their license there really early too, at like 16. Just because of how car-centered everything is. Man, that station there is pissing me off. How long is it? It's only a Thursday, it's a Friday. I still gotta wait until the end of the week. I gotta start like the weekend when everybody suddenly decides what they love using the metro. Okay, what if I expand the orange line there, whatever it is. Look guys, you got the orange line there now. I gotta wait for the trains though. There's no trains to pick them up. There's literally no trains to come and get them. Guys, this might be the end. This low-key might be the end. This low-key might be the end. I didn't even beat my high score with this. You know the system is bad if a game like that exists. Nobody put me in charge. You know, that's fine. We survived 41 days. Can we talk about that? My really horrible metro system survived for 40 days. Alright. Let's get that circle line moving again. Let's see what we can do here. I already created a horrible system where you need a connection to get from point A to point B. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Me and I have 4 stations total, but they each take a separate line to get you there. This is how you fucking do it, man. This is literally how you do it. Dang chat, you reminded me of a train show I used to watch as a kid. Is it Thomas the Tank Engine? When I was a kid, it scared me. I always thought they looked really scary, like the faces. But apparently kids love it. Like, kids absolutely adore Thomas the Tank Engine, even like these days. Like, it's still popular with children, even though it's quite an old show. I don't know, maybe they're still making it? I have no idea. I really gotta be more resourceful with my stuff. Now it belongs to the mall, man. Any cannibal hobbies? Lara, I watch too many horror movies. What kind of horror movies are you watching? Man, what do you mean? Mole men and cannibals. There was... Anybody ever read a manga? I don't think it was even a manga. It was one of those, like... What are they called? Like Tokyo Pop or whatever, like, edition? That used to publish mangas but I think weren't actually Japanese. Like, they were written by foreigners, but they were like in style of manga. There was this like really weird one that was one of the only few mangas for some reason that would be sold back when I lived in Russia still. I don't even know why. Like, they had the weirdest, most niche selection of stuff I would like get actually published and translated. And it was so strange. It was like this girl who was like weirdly sexy, and she was stuck in the underground with like a shit ton of zombies, and she was like trying to escape or something like that. But it was like one of those like weirdly sexy zombie stories. I just remember she had like badonkers and her clothes were getting torn off or something. I don't actually know. Maybe I'm imagining that. But for some reason, that's the impression I was getting from it. But maybe my brain is like confusing it with High School of the Dead or something. I'm not so sure. Maybe my mind is playing tricks on me, but I do remember. Was it that one made by the CEO? I have no idea, man. I literally don't know. But yeah, I remember Tokyo Pop would publish like non-Japanese manga. I honestly kind of based off them, not gonna lie. Kind of based. I think they like collapsed at some point, but I think they're back now or something. I think they were doing pretty well for a while, but then they like completely collapsed and went out of business. But I think then they came back or something. I don't exactly remember. The model era of Thomas has a lot of charm, and it's why a lot of people like myself still love it. I always found them scary. I'm sorry, but those trains make me hella uncomfortable. Those faces, just like in the front of the train, they freak me out. To the surprise of no one, I really liked Thomas the Tank Engine and was obsessed with the logistics of moving large loads of cargo. Like, it had like different types of trains, right? Like each character was a different type of train. And they had like different purposes and stuff. But I'm sure it was hella educational and great for kids with that train autism. Like, I'm sure it was literally the dream if you were a kid with train autism. But yeah, man, I always thought they looked quite creepy. I remember they would show it on TV and stuff, and I always was like, man, they freak me out. Okay, let's do orange there. I gotta like plan out my connections better, you know? Like, you really gotta think, if the person wants to get from here to there, like, what is like the easiest way for them to get there, you know what I mean? Let's have a new line. I think that would be good. Like, for example, do I wanna... Oh, I did not mean to open... No, guys, we did not open a new line. Forget about me gaslighting the city. New line! Oh, never mind. Immediately closes it. Let's start at the top there. I have 3 tunnels, so I should probably use that. Let's make it like this, so that then it kinda... cuts through, maybe goes there? Question mark? Oh, fuck you. Immediately spawns something like in the other end. God damn it. Now I regret not getting the book on steam locomotives of the UK. I opted for a pair of 80s US Navy manuals on different systems. Do you actually end up reading them, or are you just aura farming with them? Okay, you see that station there is getting kind of crazy. I literally, low-key, I just aura farm with like non-fiction books that I buy. I read some of it, but for all of it, I do low-key just aura farm. I think I'm just gonna add another train on... I don't know. Maybe this line, because it seems to be popular. So they have a connection there now. I think it would be good for it to connect to yellow, to be honest. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Perfect. See, there's free connections there. You have literally no right to complain. My little brother was into trains longer than me. He once told me the narrator for the American Thomas now was George Carlin, and I thought, no, he fucking isn't. There's no way, but he was. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Can you enlighten me, please? Can you educate me? You know, there's allegedly a stop in London. I have been there, but I haven't noticed that. But I also don't really go that way very often. I believe it's in Embarkment. I might be wrong, but I believe it's Embarkment. And apparently, it has old recording. The announcer voice is a really old recording, but they are not replacing it because it's like a deceased husband of a woman. And she apparently goes there to like listen to the announcement in his voice every day, which is that's like the saddest shit I've ever heard, man. I don't actually know if that's true, but that's what I heard. But I don't know. I've been to the station, but I didn't notice that the voice there was like particularly different. But also, most stations have like a different voice announcing stuff anywhere. London Bridge genuinely pisses me off. They got this really strange announcer voice that you hear in like one of the, specifically on the escalator. I always hear it when I'm on the escalator at the London Bridge station, where the announcer voice, instead of just like starting the sentence, because they like doing like general like kind of announcements where like, oh, please don't use the escalator when you have large luggage, use the lift, or like, oh, please make sure to like do that, right? The announcer voice there starts the, instead of just going, please don't go up the escalator with luggage, he goes, hey there, please don't go up the escalator. I'm like, oh, why does he keep going, hey there? Like, he sounds so fucking happy. And it's like 8 AM. And I'm like, you shut up, man. He's like, hey there, like, stop it, man. Why are you so cheerful right now? Okay. So there's a bunch of squares there. But like, what does that mean? Are they not going to this station? Are they going to the other square? Does the square... I don't know, guys. Do you think the shapes signify where they are going? Like, there's two squares, and clearly they're not fucking going there, are they? Oh, I guess they are. Okay, I guess they are going to the okay. Yeah, I think that means that they're going to that square there. So what's the problem? Just go, then. If we do this, because then they get a stop there, since they see, and there's like two lines that go there. I don't know, man. I actually don't know. I really don't know. Maybe a carriage would be good. I think we're okay with lines. God forbid a man have some whimsy on the morning. If I don't have whimsy in the morning, nobody gets whimsy in the morning. It's just so random because all the hour stations are just have normal announcements, and there's like this one guy who's just like, "Hey there!" Why does he start his announcement with "Hey there"? He's scaring me. Okay, I think it's time to add a carriage maybe there because it seems to not be carrying enough people. And maybe another locomotive. Yeah, it looks like the blue line gets overcrowded the most, so I'm gonna add another train there. I really need a tunnel though, not gonna lie. Arthur was my favorite show as a kid, love that show. What was Arthur? I'm trying to think. Arthur is one of like the mouse people or something, right? They're like mouse people. I watched it a little bit, but they were not showing it as much on TV, or at least on the channels that I watched. I enjoyed it when I saw it, but I feel like it was kind of rare on TV whenever I watched it. Okay, I'm gonna extend the yellow line a bit more so that there's more connections there. This just reminded me of a fun Lara-related thing I came up with. Now I'm scared. What do you mean fun Lara-related thing you came up with? Oh no, I don't have any. I wish I could like, I don't know if I'm maybe missing something. I wish I could like cut this off there without like rebuilding the entire line, but I guess you can't really do that. Oh, okay, well that works. I just moved the tunnel. That works out. I'm a fucking genius, man. They should just hire me to do this. Okay, my Victoria line is getting hella long. Let's expand the yellow line there as well, maybe? I don't have any tunnels. I really hope they give me a tunnel. It's a Sunday now, so it will hopefully be a new week in a second, and maybe they will give me a tunnel. Aardvark? I don't even know what that is. No tunnels? Line or interchange? Why do you hate me? Okay, let's get the district line. Low-key though, I get like announcers stuck in my head, especially if I hear it a lot. I feel like everybody who ever like traveled in London or like lives in London, they all just have like brain worms of see it, say it, sorted. The damn like voice that's like, I can literally just revise it like by heart. If you see something that doesn't look right, text the British Transport Police on 61016. That's 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it. And it's like it's like a fucking song in my head, man. And it's so funny because I think everybody is going through that. Like literally there's like so many memes on like the British. I hear that all the damn time whenever I'm on a train. It's so fucking funny because like everybody just has that shit in their head. Like sometimes I will be on the train and they will like the announcement will start and a random person sitting across from me will just be mouthing it like it's a song. You know how sometimes you will be just like mouthing song lyrics to yourself? I just see people being like, see it, say it, sort it, like at the same time with their lips as the announcer says it. And that's how you fucking know. That's how you know it's that serious, man. You know, it's so fucking crazy. Oh shit, I do have the district line, but I don't know where to put the damn district line. Nothing here would save my situation, I think. Like, absolutely nothing. Where the fuck is stars? Over there? You need to go all the way. Okay, let's think. To get to the star. Well, they just travel one stop from there, and then they switch to the Victoria, and it's just a couple stops. They're such babies, man. I travel for like an hour. And I don't complain about shit. You're one of my best friends, Moxa. It's literally like, it is part of the culture. It's literally part of the culture, man. See it, say it, sort it. That sounds a little dystopian. No, man, because when you need to be on the... I hope it never happens, but if you ever do need to contact the British Transport Police, you will fucking know what number to call, okay? You can't deny. You can't deny that you wouldn't know what number to call, man. Because, yeah, you fucking would. 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Okay, let's see if the addition of the district line will save my ass there. I have no idea. Why are you opening stops all the way over there? Nobody lives there. Who's living over there? My favorite thing that this game does sometimes is it will like make a new station, and I haven't attended it yet. Like I haven't connected anything to it yet. But there's already people there waiting. And I'm like, what are you, literally what are you waiting for? There is nothing. There's no connections. There's no train. Like, what are you waiting for? Why are you getting angry at me when you came to a station that doesn't exist, man? Thank you so much for the super chat. Phoenix, thank you. My apologies, oh gracious queen, for my late entry into your glorious presence. I fear that your miserable servant is tied to a mortal body that needs to eat after my daily toils today. I had to buy more sustenance, forgive me? Whatever. Off with their head. Next time maybe think about that. Hold up, guys. This might be genius. Ah! That scared me. Thank you so much for 30 months. Thank you. Lame. Feelings just reminded me I still had this. Why was it so loud? Was it like really loud for you guys too? Can I have a tunnel? Oh, thank God. Thank you so much for 29 months. Another one. Okay, guys, hold up. We're kind of in a crisis here. I need to save London, guys. I need to save London. You think I should just rebuild the whole system? This is so fucking tangled. Like, it's so inefficient, I feel like. They're all, like, tangled. This is what the cables under my desk look like. Except I fucking wish they were different colors. Because I am out there like, I don't know what this cable is, and I will like tug at it and see if anything on the other end moves. And that's how I know that's the cable for the Nintendo Switch HDMI. These lines don't look right. Top 10 things to do in London. Number 1, leave. Those are the games at the back of my TV. Man, remember when to like play a console back in the day, you had to plug in 3 really fuck-ass cables that were like white, red, and yellow? And I never knew which one goes there because the colors on my TV weren't corresponding to the colors of the cables for some reason, like on the ports. So I would just plug them in until I would get a connection, and then they invented HDMI. Didn't HDMI replace that or something? I remember my Wii needed those 3 cables plugged in, and I would be like, and then I think it was fine while I had the Wii, but then I got a PlayStation, and my TV was so old it didn't have an HDMI port at the back, and I was like, oh, I can't play the PlayStation at the TV in my room. It only works with the Wii. So I had to play. I had to do the walk of shame and play the PlayStation in the living room for a while. I had to play the Violent The Last of Us on loop in the living room. I use them whenever I plug in my GameCube. That's crazy stuff, man. I hope you get a modern console soon. Okay. I think the Piccadilly line is basically useless. It only goes at the top. It doesn't go over the river. Let's close the Piccadilly line. And let's start from the same corner. But I have 2 tunnels available, so I'm gonna take it across the river. Let's do it like this. Like this. Actually, maybe... No. I don't understand how the connecting works. Make it go all the way across like this. And then... River. No, why does it spend a tunnel there? It doesn't need that. That fucker's corner is so annoying. Okay, do it like this. Cheat code. I don't know if this is actually gonna do anything, but... Why not? I'm gonna lose because of whatever is happening over there. Wait, I have a carriage. Can I use that for anything? Where are the trains? Where are all my trains? Why are all my trains like in the... none of them are there! Oh shit, there was one over there. Pick them up, man! I gave the wrong... Wait, can I remove a carriage? Oh my god, I fucking can. Okay, take the carriage away from them. They don't deserve it. You can like relocate trains as well. I actually didn't realize that you could do this in this game. That's slightly reassuring, but I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure what I'm doing. I do have a modern console, but I love retro gaming more. I can't even imagine retro gaming being therapeutic because to me that's like the controls are an actual nightmare. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. All the controls are wrong. Okay, let's do it like this. Like it's just like you can't. I can't believe they haven't figured out turning the camera. Like I can't believe they haven't figured out having a second joystick to turn the damn camera. For like, I don't know, a very long time. Like a surprisingly long time, they couldn't figure out that you can use another joystick to turn the camera around. Like that's such a crazy concept to me. Like what took them so long, man? Okay, I have an extra train, but I don't know what's gonna like save the extra train. Yeah. Only I survived less than last time with this, man. There are no DLCs and subscriptions, so I guess it is simpler. There's no battle pass on the Nintendo GameCube. And you think that's good? There's no loot boxes? How am I supposed to get my loot boxes, man? Okay. Let's try this. No, guys, I'm gonna be more strategic this time, okay? I'm gonna actually think about this. Not really. I just know I'm gonna end up on some tangent in like any second now, and then it's gonna be all the same shit. Same shit all over again. This guy probably has a CRT. What's a CRT? Sorry, I'm not old enough. What's a CRT? And also no microtransactions? Dude, those are the best. What you want big transactions in your games? Fucking think about it for a second, okay? Microtransactions are good because they're so small, you don't even notice them. Guys, what are you saying? Do you want mega transactions in new games? Do you wanna fucking spend like $100 on something in a game? No, you want the microtransactions, guys. Think about it. Don't worry, I am here to deliver wisdom. SSDD, Lara? That literally doesn't tell me anything. One of those old tube TVs. Tube TVs? We don't want any transactions? Wow, you want everything for free? Unbelievable. You want even more layoffs in the game industry. You heard about Epic Games firing like 1,000 people last week, and you were like, yes, yes, more of this, please. Oh man. Maybe I am really good at twisting people's words, actually. Can't even imagine my mediocre half-finished AAA game about the gambling. So true, bestie. You're so right for that. Same shit, different day? There's an acronym for that? I didn't even know that. You won't believe who I even found out was responsible for microtransactions? I laughed out loud when I did. Wait, really? Someone? Wait, we know a culprit. We have an actual culprit, and we just don't care like that, or what? What's as a society, like what's going on? Okay, I'm opening up the Victoria line. Okay, so far I think this is actually looking really good. I just gotta keep thinking about this. So like, this makes sense. Like if you're at this station, you can go either this way or this way, and you can go to either ends of the river very easily, right? And there is a connection. There's a yellow connection there that also will take you up on the other like eastern end, right, of the top part of the river. That's pretty good. So for the Victoria line, I don't have any tunnels, so I can't take it across the river at all at the moment. So I'm gonna have to think. I do think it's worth opening Victoria line there. So for now, let's just connect it. Is it gonna use a tunnel? I fucking hate it here. Okay, let's do it like this for now. Now, if you are on this station, you can go either down there or up there or over there, and it will hopefully expand more from that. Are you winning, Lara? Honestly, it's anyone's guess. I don't really know what I'm doing. His name was Michael Transaction? Not even John Transaction? Michael? Unbelievable. Let me see. Yeah, I really hope they give me a tunnel. It's a Friday right now. They barely give me tunnels. They'd be like, here is a map with a literal river that cuts the city in half. And you just don't get the tunnels though. Unbelievable. Like, what do you want me to do about this? What the hell? Why did that become a... I guess that probably happened so they don't all have the same symbol. I was like, why did this become a cross all of a sudden? You know what? I think this is like extremely efficient right now. Maybe I'm gonna jinx it. But this is actually kind of a goated setup right there. Oh, fuck you. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that, man? What the hell? Okay, let me see. Okay, they gave me a new line, so I might make it work. No tunnels, though? What the hell is your problem? Okay, district line. Save me, district line. Okay, go there. Oh man, I don't even know what to do with this. Like... I guess for now, let's just have it do this. What if I... how crazy would it be to try and just have everything connect to everything? What if you could have every station have a connection to every other line? Is that even possible, or am I like insane when I say something like that? I'm trying to picture it in my head and it's not really picturing. I probably will need more tunnels. But imagine though. It's like, what the hell is the point? We need a train we need a line that stops at every stop, obviously. That's obviously what we need here. That's how we could finally fix the City of London. You guys think Jack the Ripper ever took the metro? You think he was like one of the ordinary people on the metro? You know, there was actually very temporarily, I think they closed it down because it was kind of useless and kept breaking down. But for like a very short amount of time, there was actually a kind of like a small sort of like train that just went inside a tunnel under the river, and it just transported you from like one side of the river to the other, near, I believe it was near where the Tower Bridge is or something like that. But apparently there just used to be a tunnel that I guess it was before the bridge was built, that would just transport you just under the river, but apparently it was like constantly breaking down and shit. But I think they still have like an abandoned like thingy where the entrance used to be, as a like you know, like a historical site kind of thing. Did the metro even exist at the time? Isn't like the British metro like one of the old— you can really tell by some of the lines, but they've had it for a long time, man. How do you think he got away? He's a genius. He would just get into the metro and then they would never— and then the metro was like this. Okay, I have like a battle. Yeah, that actually makes sense. There's like nothing that really I guess it's a popular station and nothing really connects there. Do not fear, good people of London. Here, have the district line that doesn't really help you in any way. Oh, I don't have any tunnels. That's the thing. Oh, I hit my microphone. I'm so sorry about that. I don't have any tunnels. Like, I don't know how to fix this. There's no tunnels. They don't give me any tunnels, man. They hate me. If I had a tunnel, I could maybe do this. Why is it a star now? 1888? Is that when, like, the year he was, doing his activities? The year he was at the peak of his career? Okay, what year did they open up the metro? Man, there was a really funny... not really, but like kind of Jack the Ripper like plot in... I don't even know. I really wish I had a tunnel instead, to be honest with you. Pink! Hammersmith and City? That's a line I basically never take, man. There's like a really stupid Jack the Ripper subplot in Black Butler. Black Butler took history and then just shit it all over it. And that was honestly so fucking funny. You should see what they've done to the Queen of England in the anime. Like, it's insane. And it's not like I care about her or anything, but I just thought it was really fucking funny. Like, I was like, why on earth would they do this? Like, I'm surprised they didn't get sued by like the royal family, and because they would be like, that's our great 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 grandmother. Like, what is your fucking problem? Lord, do you know the anime Drifters? I do not know the anime Drifters. 1863 is when they built the metro. I told you guys it's old as fuck. They were like one of the first people to like start doing the metro, I'm pretty sure. Dude, he totally took the metro. Imagine you're in the metro and you're sitting next to Jack the Ripper and you wouldn't even know. Okay, I need to think. This line is still getting overcrowded as hell. They're trying to go there. I don't know how to help them. I really don't know how to help them. Okay, I'm gonna try the Hammersmith line like this. So now they can take the Hammersmith there, right? To the cross? That actually might be it. Hold up. I think I cooked. Because now they can just go straight like this, no? Because before they would need to take like the... I mean, they could have taken the blue. They're being little babies about it, is what I'm saying. The population is like 200 total. Oh, I spit it out by accident. And they're literally acting like this. Like, be for real. But I think that did actually fix it. See, guys, I'm a fucking problem solver. Put this on my resume. Problem solver. The other day... the other day, I fixed a Microsoft Word issue. For my manager at work. I'm just saying. And she was like, you literally saved my life. And I was like, I know, I'm just tech literate like that. I looked it up, by the way. Apparently, she couldn't look it up. I don't know, she was like struggling to find out how to do it. I literally Googled it and then I immediately found the solution to her problem. By the way, I have never seen that issue in Microsoft Word before in my life. But I also haven't really used Word that much. But yeah, I was like, I have never seen this happen either. And she was like, please help me. And I was like, okay, I'll Google it. And then I Googled it and I'm just saying, she's eternally grateful to me for that. It's a whole other skill to Google this. I looked up the problem and immediately I ended up on a forum where somebody was like, here's what you do. Like, thank God, there's always like a forum from 5 years ago where somebody already figured it out for you. It's actually so convenient. Like, imagine living in the world, in the timeline, before all of those questions got asked. How fucking awful must that be? Imagine having to be the first person to ask the damn question. Nightmare. Like, we need that Word document fixed now, you know? We need that Word document right now. We can't wait on a forum for someone to answer. It's crazy stuff. Okay, I think I fixed the metro again, guys. If it stops popping up with new stations, though, that would be great. That's enough stations, okay? Don't expand the city any further. How about Petals of Reincarnation if it turns her failed Austrian artist into an anime girl? No, they fucking didn't, man. No, they fucking didn't. You're like, 2 tunnels! No, they didn't. You're messing with me. I remember there was like a CGI Lupin movie where he was in as well, and I was like, that's crazy. So well animated too. Like... Drifters is about historical figures getting isekai to fight in a fantasy world. I wonder, like, so if you are into history, is that like the best news ever for you? Or the worst thing that could ever happen? Because I'm really not much of a history person, mostly because I have really poor memory and the date and the year memorization skills. So even if I do learn history, it basically doesn't stay in my head, so it's kind of useless. Okay, I do have tunnels now, so I think it's a good opportunity for me to start doing some stuff with them. I think we should expand this line over there, so it can go across the river. It already goes. Well, I think it's good for it to be like that because more stations will probably pop up there. Okay, so what's getting overcrowded? This is getting overcrowded. They're trying to go to try. Well, they can literally go. What is their problem? Okay, maybe I will put another train. Let me see. No idea where I would want to put it, to be honest. For now, just put it there. You can move the trains around, like, apparently, as I just found out last time. I kind of fucked up the district line. It literally can't go across the river anymore unless I rebuild it. So maybe I should do that. I don't know. It's a bit... It's not getting crowded there, though. Like, it's so straight. It doesn't make any sense. The parts that are, like, have only one line. they don't get that crowded, but then the ones with like more connections get crowded. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys have like 4 different ways to go on this station, but you're all standing there like, where is my train? I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand something about public transportation after all. Yeah, the art style was cool. Really? I never heard of it. When did that come out? I literally never heard of it. Drifters anime. What the hell? I've literally never... I immediately... One of the first Google images is a guy grabbing a girl by the boob. This is why we can't have nice things, bro. What year was this? 2016? Really? That's crazy stuff. I feel like in 2016 I was still keeping up with like new anime that was coming out, so I'm kind of surprised about this. When it was anime, I just swear when I still watched the anime night. What's the anime night? Sorry, I'm not in the loop like at all, clearly. Okay, so hold up, guys. I still have one channel like to make things right. I think if I expand this there, that might be good, because then people have more opportunities to go this way down to the south more. That might be good. I still don't know how to fix that issue that's happening over there, to be honest. I think it's just the shortage of trains more than anything, because I think it's a pretty well like connected area. Okay, that's fucked up. That triangle there is fucked up. Why would they do that? Okay, I'm gonna have to redo the district line, I think. Do it almost the same, so keep going like this. But honestly, it can even go there, but let's connect it there instead. And then if we want to, we can make it go down once we get another tunnel, which we hopefully will. I think this might be good. Let's see. What if there's immediate overcrowding over there? It's kind of funny that the biggest issue you seem to have in this is overcrowding. Like, it's nothing else, it's just overcrowding. Like, that's what causes the city to collapse. Is this true? Like, is that actually something? But I don't know, man. It's always overcrowded on the metro when I go. Especially when it's like peak traveling hours. It's crazy. So I don't know. Okay, they want to go to Star. That's easy. You just go like this and then you change once, man. Would this be... Would this do anything? You don't believe me about Petals of Reincarnation? Look it up. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. It's really horrible when it's rush hour. It's so messed up. It's also like this, like a social anxiety thing, by the way, I think. But sometimes I will enter the metro at like an hour, well, not an hour, in a location that's further away from central area, right? So like nearer my house. And there the train is obviously still empty, right? But then I will be going somewhere central. And I got a seat, right? Because it was empty. So I'm sitting in my seat and I'm like, yeah, I got a seat. I can read my book. But then, as the train goes more central, it gets more and more crowded because more people are entering. And then at some point, I find myself sitting and I'm surrounded by people. The train is completely full. And like, and when I look at, no. Oh no, why did I... What? No, don't do that. No. How do you cancel lines in this? Is that something you can do? Like, why would it do that? Like, there's no need for that. I wish I could, like, undo in this game. Maybe No, there's no undo. I just tried Control-Zing the damn game. Okay, let me remember how this line goes. Don't fumble this. Like this, I think is fine, maybe. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so at some point I'm sitting, but there's like a ton of people. And that's when I start panicking. Because I need to get up in like 2 stops, but there's so many people. And I get so anxious about having to like pass through all of those people and say, excuse me? The worst thing that could happen to you is having to say, excuse me. Okay? I don't make the rules. So I'm literally out there like freaking out because I'm like, how am I gonna get past all of those people when I need to get to the door that's like so far away? And honestly, sometimes I actually consider just skipping my stop. The anxiety gets so bad that I just sit there like, should I just skip my... Maybe I'll get out on like a few stops later when there's less people. And then I go back and then I have to stop myself and I'm like, Lara, that's crazy. You shouldn't do that. You have somewhere to be and you need to be there on time. Like, it's so fucking funny. Can I have... Oh man, line... I don't think... Will another line save me? I feel like maybe a carriage would be more helpful. I don't know, though. Why is that getting overcrowded out there? Where the hell do you fucking leavable? This is just in Vtuber. Satanic Lara hates the poor. Sorry, I got here an hour later. I got anxious. Sometimes that's me, but the opposite. I will get somewhere really early because I'm anxious as well. Or when someone gets off on the stop right before yours, and yours is just 2 streets down, so you just get off of the other person, so you aren't an inconvenience. Okay, I haven't done that. Like, I haven't actually done that. But I might now. Thank you for the idea. Holy shit. That's a crazy explanation for being late. There were too many people and I didn't want to say excuse me. Sorry I'm late, I didn't want to say excuse me. So real. Loki, that's the realest thing anyone could ever say. Like, tell me I'm wrong. That's like a really valid excuse for being late, I think. Okay, I think this is actually not too bad, you guys. Like, this one is a bit problematic, even though it has maybe more connections is what actually is the problem. I'm really not so sure. I feel like that station there is a bit problematic as well because it seems to like people there seem to need to go to some... Wait, we got the Bakerloo line. Hold up. Wait. No! I did not mean to do that. I don't even remember where that line went. Fuck. I don't even know what was going on there. Oh my god. The controls in this are a little bit shit. Like, sometimes I will just click stuff and then the whole thing collapses on me by accident. I feel like making tea. Oh my god, you watched my fucking... You watched my British stream for too long and now you feel like making tea. I don't know if that's a win or not. Okay, hold on. This is my opportunity to make something really meaningful here, guys. Maybe this is how I save the city, after all. I'm like Batman! I'm literally like Metro Batman. Can we talk about that? Like, I am literally the public transportation Batman. I'm the unsung hero. I save the city in ways that nobody else would be able to. I don't have any tunnels though, so that's kind of problematic for me. So, okay, so if the Baker line exists and is brown, then what the fuck is the orange? There's no orange. I guess it's gotta be the overground. I'm just kind of surprised that they included the overground in this. I feel like nobody cares about the overground. The overground is fine, by the way. I think it's good. I enjoy the overground. I don't really take it that often, but I think it's nice. But I've met so many people here who are like, oh, I hate the overground. And I asked one of my friends once, I was like, do you know why people hate the overground? And she was like, because they're snobs. And I was like, you know what? You're probably right. You're literally probably right. Maybe it is because they're snobs. I choose to believe that. Okay, hold up. Man, this... Oh, fuck. I closed the line again. I keep pressing on the cross because I keep thinking that that's gonna, like, stop that line from being selected because I don't want it to be selected right now, and I wanna, like, select a different line to work with. I feel like that's kind of useless, like, it just goes through all the other stuff, but maybe it will help get people through faster. It doesn't... should connect probably there too, though. Stop closing the damn line. People in the city are like, why does my train keep disappearing? Dude, I swear there was a Bakerloo line connection here. Dude, I swear there was a Bakerloo line connection. I'm not lying. And they're like, no, why are you being such a liar? There was never any Bakerloo line connection at that stop. You sound so crazy right now. No, I swear you can take the Bakerloo at Elephant and Castle. No, man, you sound so crazy right now. The Bakerloo Batman beats up people who jump the fare and litter. Honestly, I think people should be allowed to jump the fare. Maybe that's a controversial take. You know what's a crazy announcement I heard on the overground once? I really don't know what to think of it, because I'm like, is this right? Like, should they be saying that? I just thought it was kind of crazy. So one time I was on the overground, and the announcer voice on the train said something like, if you see someone who's homeless, or is asking for money, please donate to our charities. And I was like, did they just fucking tell me don't give money to the homeless, give it to our charity instead? I was just sitting there like, is there like a reason for this? Why are they allowed to say that? Why are they saying this? Like, I was sitting there like, can they fucking say that? Like, what the hell is their problem? Like, if the charity is for the homeless? Yeah, I understand that, but like, I don't know, if the guy is asking me for money now and I give him the money now, isn't that like more efficient than if I gave it to their charity and then it's gonna get processed by the charity and like it's gonna take forever for it to actually get to the guy? I don't know. Like, if I don't carry a lot of cash, but if I do have something, I usually just give it to the dude who's standing outside the Waitrose asking for change. I don't know, man, but like, they're like, give it to our charity instead. I was like, that's such a crazy statement. I genuinely like wonder if there's a reason for it. What about Absolute Batman, who's like 7 feet tall, ripped, wielding a battle axe, and is literally being beaten down by the universe because Darkseid has a stronger grudge towards Batman than Superman? None of that meant anything to me. An interchange. Maybe, man. Maybe if I turn this fucka station into an interchange, and then if I add another train there. I'm trying to go to Square though. Oh, I should have put the train on the blue, to be honest. There's already 2 trains on the blue. No, I think it's okay. Oh my god, they keep adding more stations. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? I believe the Salvation Army helps more for the homeless, from what I know. Perhaps that's why they said that. Maybe, but I don't know. It just seems like I'm sure there's like a logical reason behind it, but I feel like it's just like as like your first instinct. I feel like it sounds so crazy to be like, don't give money to the homeless, give money to us instead. And they only say it on the overground, so I don't know, man. It's just so fucking crazy. It sounds evil when you first hear it, I feel like. Maybe after you process for a while, you're like, oh, well, yeah, maybe their charity, like, helps the homeless or whatever, but, like, I don't know. It's just, like, my first instinct was, like, can they say that? Like, can they really say that? Can they really be like, don't give money to the homeless? Like, I don't know, man. It's kind of heartbreaking. Yeah, this station is like okay, but it's low-key got a short fuse, so like every few seconds it does start overcrowding again. Isn't the Salvation Army really homophobic? Dude, like half the charities, there's always something going on with them. Like literally, I remember my school, we used to do lots of like charity stuff, so we do stuff like sponsored walks, bake sales, whatever. Like we raised a lot of money for like a specific charity all the time at my school, and then one of the kids like uncovered some article or something like that where with like lots of evidence that they're actually like a money laundering scheme. And the kids all went to like the principal and stuff, and they were like, we can't support this charity, guys, so can we pick like a different charity? So my school like changed charity that we would work with for like fundraisers and stuff like that. Like there's always something going on with the charities, man. It's actually really sad. There's actually like a stupid amount, not just charities, but there's like a stupid amount of like broad daylight money laundering schemes that like everybody seems to be aware of, but nobody like does anything about. Although like regular people can do anything about it, but like why? I'm sure like the police knows and shit. Like there is so if you ever go to London, if you go to like Oxford Street or like similar big crowded street, but it's mostly Oxford Street, you will notice that there is like a suspicious amount of like American candy stores there. Now, Americans, listen to me, okay? Do not immediately go, oh great, now I can eat my American candy even when I'm in Britain. Hear me out, alright? There is like a weird amount of them. Like we don't need them every few feet apart from each other, alright? And they're huge too. And they have like stupid amount of American candy. Like Europeans don't even like American candy, okay? Like no, and so you're like, what is going on? And I remember like when I just like recently moved there, I was walking down Oxford Street with some friends who were locals, and they were like, and they just pointed at all of those American candy stores, and they were like, yeah, these are money laundering for a major drug ring. And everybody knows this. And I was like, what? I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah, don't worry about it though, just don't go in there. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, well, maybe it's just a rumor, you know, like maybe we don't know if that's true. But then one time, yeah, I'm gonna die, man. I'm literally gonna die. I don't know what to do with this station. How do I fix it? This is so annoying. Send another line to connect everything. This is genius. Just connect like every line to that station. See if it does anything. No. Come on. You know what? I beat my record. I got 800. Okay, let's do a different city, guys. Let's not just do line. I don't know any of the line names in other cities, though. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to do Barcelona. Barcelona metro lines fucking suck, though. They don't have nice names. They're all called shit like L1, L3, L2. Like, it's the saddest thing ever. Why wouldn't they, like... But at least At least there's no river going through the damn thing. Like, at least thank you for that. Wait, what is this? Does this require a tunnel? Why? Literally, why? What is this? Is this just like a mountain? Is there like a huge mountain going through the center of Barcelona that I'm not aware of? Like, what is this? What is this supposed to be? It's just like a big... That's Sagrada Familia, man. You gotta build under Sagrada Familia. Good for the girl of money laundering. Are you talking about Arel? Good thing all my donations go to Arel's charities, so I know they get spent wisely. Yeah, absolutely not. Okay, we got the L... I don't know. L2 or something. I don't even remember which color is what. I think green is like L3 or something like that. I actually almost never take the metro in Barcelona. Like, it's all just really walkable. I take a train to get there because I don't actually... My parents' house is not actually in Barcelona. I take a train to get to Barcelona and then you can literally just walk through pretty much all of it. If you're dedicated. if you're a real walker like me. I was so... What is this? I need to know what the hell this is supposed to be. Is it mountains? I guess it's gotta be like mountains, right? I don't really know. We love walkable cities. So true, man. Barcelona is great, like, because like it's got a city vibe to it, but it's not too big. That's how Manchester felt to me as well. It had like a big city vibe to it, but it was actually very small. But yeah, Barcelona is crazy because I always thought, oh yeah, Barcelona is a big city. Then I moved to London and I remember me and my roommate, who was also from Barcelona, we looked up how much bigger London is than Barcelona, and Google said something stupid like it's 17 times bigger than Barcelona. And I was like, that is actually like messed up, man. The yellow line. There's a yellow line. Yeah, I don't even know all the lines in Barcelona. I'm gonna be so for real with you. Like, I have no idea. Arel opening a second orphanage in Raccoon City? Nah, man. Leon killed all the children in Raccoon City. There's nobody left there. And we're getting a large bag of British candies in Cape Cod. Really, like some of those, or was it New York where I got them? What are British candies? What were they? You know what I really want to try? I don't know what they're called. I think they're called taffies. Saltwater taffies or something like that. It's like an American candy. What are they like? They always look kind of tasty to me. But I don't know if I'm being gaslit because all the American candy I've ever tried was kind of shit. I have no idea if they're actually any good or if I'm... Okay, that doesn't require a tunnel. So what is that? Why is it just like a blob? It's Sagrada Familia, isn't it? You guys ever seen Barcelona from like bird's eye view? There's like a part of the city that's just like these perfect little squares, but they have this kind of like slightly cut off corners. It's like weirdly aesthetically pleasing. Like it's like this perfect grid. Probably New York is similar, no? Because they kind of build it specifically to make sense. Like all the streets are perfectly numbered and shit. But Barcelona has like an older part that's like really chaotic, and then like a slightly newer part that's like built in these like perfect little squares with like cut off corners. It looks really cute. There was a fish and chips shop where I used to live that made their own saltwater taffy. Saltwater taffy is amazing, but what kind of candy is it? Is it like a chewy candy? You know what's beautiful? The buildings in The Last of Us? They're like literally destroyed. What do you think of the giraffe scene? Can you guys believe it? Lane finally locked in and found out the entire plot of The Last of Us by watching just like a cutscene compilation. Lane, what do you think of the giraffe scene? That's like actually my favorite. Let's do carriage. Why not? I don't know, maybe Barcelona will be easier than London just because it's smaller. It's kind of crazy that London is like the first city they give you because like it's fucking huge. Barcelona is relatively small. Compared to London, at least. I found someone random at first, but after that it was quite charming. It's because there's a zoo nearby. You actually end up in that revisiting the zoo in part 2. There's like more about it. There's a zebra. You help a zebra out in part 2. That's also from the same area. Wouldn't have Lane seen the game from you? That's what I've been saying. No, don't you remember like one of my like favorite things Lane has ever done? And I feel like I bring it up every time, but it really was just so unintentionally funny. Was when one of the times I streamed all of The Last of Us, beginning to end. And then at the very end, you know, like the whole tragic scene happens where Ellie is like, swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true. And Joel is like, I swear, right? That whole really emotional ending. And it ends, and I look at chat, and there's just a message from Lane that's just like, who are the Fireflies? And that was the funniest fucking thing ever. Like, I was like, what do you mean, who are the Fireflies? Girl, fuck us! Fuck us! So no, I don't think Lane actually kept that. To be honest, that's what I usually say when I play The Last of Us anyway. When I do not recommend my playthrough of The Last of Us when I am playing it for people who are unfamiliar with the story. I don't recommend it as your first, like, introduction to The Last of Us, because first of all, I say spoilers every 5 seconds. Second of all, I always repeat the dialogue after them so you don't actually fucking hear the dialogue properly. Third of all, I'm constantly like discussing like things that characters do and say and all of that stuff. It's just like, you know, I feel like The Last of Us is one of those games where maybe you just want to like actually play it or watch like a no commentary playthrough of it, because like it's so story rich, right? My first interaction with The Last of Us was actually when I did watch somebody play it, but it was somebody who did like very minimal commentary, to be honest. Like, I talk way more when I play games, which is why I seem to not be able to form enough of an emotional connection with them sometimes, and then people get mad at me. But like, look, I gotta be funny. I gotta be funny or they don't buy my memberships, okay? Barcelona is going like suspiciously well so far, wouldn't you say? Lock in, Lane! That was literally me. I was finding that so funny. I remembered some scenes, like when I saw Sam and his brother. I was like... You were like, anybody else hear the ominous bell tolling when you saw those two? Okay, but... Yeah, low-key though, low-key. I feel like the Sam and Henry scene is so traumatizing. Even if you were paying zero attention, it will still give you PTSD, I think. But I think that's gotta be like the most traumatizing scene in that entire game. Like, it actually is so bad. Well, not bad, it's a good scene, but like, it's brutal. It's actually so brutal. Okay, let's do another line. Blue line. Whatever that is, I don't know. L5. Like, finally watching Breaking Bad for real. Have you been consuming Breaking Bad through like clips before you watched it? That's crazy. That is crazy work, not gonna lie. Dude, Barcelona mapping is the easiest shit ever. Probably because there's no Facas River cutting the whole city in half. That could be a big reason behind it. I should have never done London, man. Okay, you don't press on the cross to unselect a line. You press on the circle itself. Remember that, kids. Let's try this. Might be good. I did watch the whole show, but before I did, I was reading the wiki. Why were you reading the... You know what? Kind of valid. Sometimes I will look up a game if I don't know if I would be interested in it, and I go on Wikipedia and I read the entire plot, and then I'm like, wait, I kind of want to play this now. And then I go and play the game, and I'm like, well, I already know the plot. To be fair, sometimes I get so confused with like names and shit like that. But it's not even technically spoilers. It's not even technically spoilers because I won't remember anybody's names, and like the description has like no pictures or anything like that. So my brain doesn't actually remember that much, so it's all good in the end. There's probably a lot of people who only know Breaking Bad through the memes. I wanted to watch it because it was so memed. I also felt like I was actually finally like old enough to appreciate Breaking Bad. It always struck me as like, you know, like it was obviously like a very famous show, but it always kind of gave me this idea that like it's like an adult show. In a sense that like you really gotta be an adult to appreciate it. So I watched it for the first time when I was maybe like, I don't know, 22 or something like that. Even though it hasn't been out like for ages. But like I was obviously like way too young to actually appreciate it, so like I never really watched it. My hot take, RE spoilers, is you can't spoil things for yourself, only others can spoil things for you. You're kind of cooking. Ooh, should I get 2 tunnels? Yeah, let's do it. I still don't know what the tunnels are only for this one small part there, to be honest, but whatever. I wish they gave me tunnels like this in London. Okay, I'm getting kind of bigger crowds on the yellow. Honestly, I could just probably add another train there. That would probably solve the issue. I'm making Barcelona so... you can really tell that I actually love Barcelona from how organized this is, low-key. You can tell I don't actually fuck with London how I fuck with Barcelona. Barcelona has my heart, literally forever. Best city in the world, man. Like, in London, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, connected. Look at this. This actually looks like a real metro map, okay? This looks like something that could technically happen. Alright, it's looking pretty good. At least in my humble opinion. I still don't know what the hell that thing is. It's not Sagrada Familia because it's like next to some mountain. That's not... Sagrada Familia is like super central. I don't know what this big blob is. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe I'm just crazy. Okay, you see that over there is fucked up. What do you want me to do about that? Why would they put it all the way in the corner there? What do you want me to do about that? I don't have anything to take. Actually, maybe the green line could go there. This might be kind of crazy, but the green line could technically go there. Because there's a bunch of people there that want to go to triangle. It's a triangle right there, right? Unless they mean a different triangle. They should implement more shapes. I still don't know if this actually means that they want to go to a triangle station or not. I'm assuming that's gotta be because their shapes match shapes of the stations. Also, while I now know who the Fireflies are, I still don't really know what they were, maybe, because at first they were portrayed as a terrorist group, but later they were looking for a cure. My assumption is they are at odds of the military because they don't want to allocate resources to finding a cure. They are a terrorist group dependent on who you ask, I guess. It's like one of those things. They are against the military, so they're like a radical... They're a radical group, right? So they are actively against, like, the groups, which is the military, that control quarantine zones. And they are convinced that they can do better than them, basically. And, you know, there's really a lot of quarantine zones that are still standing because they get overrun by similar groups all the time. Like, there's a similar group called, WLF Wolves in Seattle in Part 2, for example. But so yeah, they're just like a radical group that like is against the military because Yeah, they just wanna run things differently, I guess. Yeah, the Fireflies, I don't think they're bad, but I just think that they are too idealistic, maybe. I don't know. I always thought that maybe they thought that they were like willing to kill a child for their cause, you know. So I think a lot of people wouldn't necessarily agree with them, but you know, it's kind of like one of those things that's just that's a good thing about The Last of Us. It doesn't really have like evil. Well, apart from the guy in Winter chapter, he's like pure evil. But apart from him, there's not really a whole mobilidad, yo. The fucking that was so exciting. The achievement was actually named like what the what the tickets are called to ride the metro and in the trains in Barcelona. The mobilidad, yes, man, yeah. Sorry. What was I saying? Anyway, The Last One has a lot of like complex characters and ideas, and nobody is like. There's a lot of characters who are like, yeah, they're evil, dependent on who you ask. Like Joel is evil, dependent on who you ask. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely an enemy #1 in certain circles. What the hell? There's another purple line, but like it's a slightly different shade of purple. So you know, it's good fiction. It's very good fiction. Complex characters, complex themes. Good stuff. What's next? A radical group called Sunny Shine Enjoyers? Yeah, but they're called that because their motto is when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light, right? I will never stop making fun of what they are called in the Russian localization. In the Russian localization, they're called fucking cicadas. Why on earth? Those bugs do not emit light. Like, what are you saying? What do you mean they're called cicadas in the Russian dub? Like, literally, I could have done a better job translating that game at 14 years old when I played it, okay? Like, what are they talking about? It was so fucking funny. Alright, I'm starting to get problems on this delicate structure. Look for the loud-ass bugs. When you're lost in the darkness, listen for the explosions that we are causing around the city. You know what? That could work, to be honest. Before I watched Winter, YouTube recommended me a video with David on the thumbnail, and the worst of him. I've seen that. I got a playlist of The Last of Us videos. When I saw him in the game, I thought he is definitely a character, man. He's definitely a character. Okay, let's try this, maybe. I think I need more trains, to be honest. I need more capacity in my trains. That's the truth here. No, don't spawn a station all the way over there. You're too sexy, haha. What is your problem? Oh no, my Barcelona is falling apart. My beautiful Barcelona. What am I gonna do, man? What am I gonna do? I do enjoy seeing people come around on The Last of Us 2. Only the TV show season 2 was so bad. People actually started appreciating the second game. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect making a TV show adaptation so bad that people are like, actually the game wasn't as terrible as we all originally claimed. And it's stuff like that that really makes you appreciate The Last of Us, the video game. Please, can a train get there faster, please? No. It caused the collapse in my favorite city. That wasn't too bad. I got 7 higher on like the first try. That was definitely way easier than London, man. What the hell? It took me like several tries to get to 800 in London. New York? Should we do New York? It's gonna suck, man. Are you from New York even? Do you wear a big black puffer jacket? Even, you guys ever seen that video? Okay, so you have bridges instead of tunnels here. How come? How come? Like to go over the river, I guess. So if you don't, so they don't go underground, they go above the river in New York? Can anybody confirm this? Anybody here knows anything about New York? Subway? Joel and Ellie's relationship is low-key beautiful. It is. Like at first he didn't give a shit about her, but after winter I think he started to think of her as his daughter. I think even like in fall he was already pretty attached to her. He just didn't want to admit it to himself because he was scared of losing her, really. He's too scared of like having another kid after what happened to his kid. And New York is, I think our New Yorker is watching like the Hololive concert today. I think our only New Yorker is at the. Doesn't Zephan say that he's from New York or something like that? I always forget. My US geography is too bad, so whenever you guys tell me stuff like, yeah, I live over there, I always forget. But I swear to God he's mentioned it, so I think our New Yorker is watching the Hololive concert on the other side of the country. We can't get confirmation. I do wonder if it's possible to just like look up an actual metro map of a city and then try and use that to complete this game. Probably not, because it's all randomly generated, right? But maybe you can at least approximately try and do something similar. With like similar positions of lines. I don't even know what the names of the lines are in New York, so I'm gonna start making stuff up. We got the Brooklyn line. The Brooklyn 99 line. What is that? What, the Rat line. The Rat line. The Rat King line, maybe. To make it a bit more fancy. The Rat King line of a mystery. How do you play this? You basically just connect stations with different lines that you have. It's the easiest job in the world. I could be a metro organizer. See, a new station pops up in the corner there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I'm covering it. No, I'm not covering it. So you choose, wait, I want to do the green line. So I have the green line there and I connect it, and then the trains will start going. And the little symbols next to them are the people and where they want to go. So you gotta try and avoid overcrowding or you lose. It's really relaxing. I wish it had like more music. There's like the weird ambient music that it's got going on. I wish there was a bit more music. I'm out of bridges. I can't build any more bridges. Which is a bit annoying because stuff keeps popping up over there. Where is Central Park? Is this square there the Central Park? Did I just put a fucking train going through the Central Park? No, it goes underground. It's fine. It's fine. This is a test to become a civil engineer. It is. It's like weirdly difficult, but it's kind of fun. I guess I do have another line. Maybe let's start it. And we'll see where it goes. Where it takes us. I don't think that's a bad setup that I have at the moment, no? Well, if not, if they add another line like this. We've kind of got like this train going that way if you want to go more to the north side up there, and then another train that crosses the river if you want to go more southern, and then it goes to the other end of the other river. There's 2 rivers going through New York? What is this fucking— I didn't know there was a river in New York. I feel gaslit right now. Guys, there's a river going— there's 2 rivers? Oh wait, New York is like on the— I'm trying to use my American geography. You see, this is getting overcrowded and I'm freaking out because I actually don't have any bridges, so I can't connect anything to it. Can I have a bridge? Oh, fuck you. Okay, new line. Lock in. Maybe. Well, no, because I still need a bridge. The new line is not gonna do anything. Fuck. Hold up. Pause it. I can still fix this. I might need to sacrifice a bridge. Okay. I feel horrible doing this, but like... sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Connect that there. That's the Mississippi? Okay, well, it's not the Mississippi. Hi, Minami. Why do you keep putting pregnant emojis in my chat? I'll say something. Yeah, because New York is like, by the shore, right? Or am I crazy? I'm gonna look it up. I don't want to embarrass myself. I already embarrassed myself last time when I said something ridiculous like Philadelphia is in New Jersey. Like last week. I was like, it was keeping me awake at night. Like last week, I was on the Resident Evil stream. I was like, yeah, Philadelphia is like in New Jersey. I was just like, that doesn't make any fucking sense, man. Yeah, because New York is on the shore, and there's also an island next to it that is like kind of New York, but not quite, right? So it's actually, it's the sea, it's like the sea river or something that's sort of dividing it, because like it's like a half island. Like New York is basically kind of an island, but not really. Yeah, I understand. Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. You see, if you could easily lie to me and be like, yeah, those are 3 different cities, but they're all just like apparently like boroughs of New York or something. Yeah, it's on the coast, right? Subliminal messaging from Minami. Elaborate? What is she trying to get me pregnant? I questioned Lara recently how Joel and Ellie made the trip from Pennsylvania to Wyoming on foot. Well, they weren't on foot. Well, actually, we don't know that. They might have been. No, they just found a car along the way. They took the tank, bro. Trust me. They took the tank that attacks them at the end of that chapter. New York City is a really weird city. I don't know anything about the East Coast, West Coast, Best Coast. Is there any public transport on the west? Public transport central cities on the West Coast? Do you think they're in this game? We should do it. We should do it next after New York even. Oh, don't speed up the time. I'm like, why are they going so fast suddenly? Okay, but I didn't really fix my no, yes it did. Hold up. I got a new line and I got an extra bridge. Fucking watch this. Yeah, they never expected moves like that from the civil engineer genius! Satanic Lara. Right there. Yes. Maybe expand it over there too. Oh, fuck you. I love it that whenever I get even like a little bit confident in my abilities and I'm like, yes, I just saved the city like Batman, the game literally goes, here is a really isolated station that doesn't make any sense in this. East Coast, Best Coast. We got the war of the coasts. What about South Coast, guys? What about North Coast? You ever thought about that? It's this kind of innovative thinking that is going to make me the next mayor of New York. We're gonna rebuild the whole subway system. What was that said? Hi? Why are you screenshotting? Metro card? That's what the New York thingy is called? Just Metro card? Sorry, I'm like... Why is it still a record? I fixed your problem. I literally fucking fixed your problem. Why are you still getting overcrowded? Maybe we need more trains. Maybe the problem is there's not enough trains running, to be honest. Well, they didn't give me more trains, okay? They fucking hate me. They didn't give me more trains. It's not my fault. That happened. Fuck New York. I only did 200. It didn't seem that difficult, to be honest. Okay, are there any other American cities? Chicago. Chicago's on the west coast, right? Chicago. Fuck me. City in Illinois. Where the fuck is Illinois, man? Where is Chicago? Oh, what? It's on the damn Michigan lake? It's not even on the coast? It's on the fucking Michigan lake? What the fuck? This is so messed up. It's on the damn Michigan lake. Well, because I always was like, Chicago has like water, right? I would always see pictures. And I'm like, yeah, Chicago has like water and shit. So I was always like, oh, it must be on the coast. It's on the damn lake. It's on the huge ass eggplant shaped lake. Okay, what else we got? Wait, where is Boston? Boston is literally in the last. Well, Boston is in like also not where I think. Boston is like near. Well, not near. Okay, Boston is still on the east. Dude, you guys don't have any. San Francisco. San Francisco. San Francisco. It's in California, right? That's West Coast. That's West Coast, right? I'm not crazy. Please, God, let me have this. Yes, yes, yes. It's in fucking California. Yes. Can't believe they made a whole city from the last, and they were correct. USA is not real. God, I fucking wish, dude. That might be the only West Coast line. This might be the only West Coast city with like public transportation. Cross the estuaries to connect the cities of the San Francisco Bay Area. What do you mean cities? Plural? What do you mean cities? Where's Washington DC? Fucking Tashkent, man. That's the shit, dude. Tashkent? That's the good stuff. Isn't that like Uzbekistan or something? I'm pretty sure. That's actually kind of goated, guys. They got Tashkent here. I'm not crazy, right? Tashkent. Capital of Uzbekistan. Yeah. Crazy stuff. This game is literally Mr. Worldwide. They got a selection here. They got a... Wow. I don't even know where some of these places are, guys. And what's a girl gotta do to unlock Uzbekistan? 500 in Washington DC, I'd rather die. San Francisco was the one we landed on, right? Okay, I'm gonna do San Francisco, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom first, guys. This is fun. This game is fun. It's so like weirdly addicting. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't make any sense because you literally just connect lines. But I could play this shit forever. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick and then I will be right back, guys. I'll play an ad as well. We can now do San Francisco with an empty bladder. Looking at all that water, you know? It's kind of crazy. Hi, Raspberry. Slots. You won 200 from the slots? Good for you. The BGM the BGM in this game is like very relaxing when you're playing it on your own, but I feel like when you're streaming it, it's kind of like, can we have some rave music, please? Can we have some Prodigy going over here? Alright, who here knows names of lions? They immediately make me make a channel, by the way. Who here knows what the lions are called in... What is this again? San Francisco, California. Machine Girl. Or we could listen to Machine Girl for old people, which is Prodigy. Come on. There's too many old people in this chat. We gotta cater to them. No, I don't want the orange line. I just wanted to expand the blue one, to be honest. I don't want to use the orange line yet. You guys are like fascinated by... Well, I guess the Americans are not gonna connect with this like at all, but I really like names of stations. Like some stations have like such silly ass names. Like bus stops have stupid names because bus stops will just name the stop after like whatever is there. Like they will be like, oh, Waitrose, because there's like a big ass Waitrose there. And that's just like, there's nothing to romanticize there. They'll name it after like the name of like the street or whatever. It's like, well, I guess they do that for Metro too. Maybe I'm being too picky, but you know what I mean. But the Metro, they're having fun with those names. I just know it. Okay, that's another tunnel. This is fucked up, by the way. Is this actually what it's like? You gotta cross the water 3 times to get somewhere? Like, what's going on? There's like a stop in Barcelona that's literally called like a cheese. It's called like Roquefort or something like that. There's a stop in London called Canada Water. Which I'm also like, what do you mean it's called Canada? Why is it called Canada Water? I think I'm starting to understand the logic of this game a little bit. I want to say let's do line, but I don't have that much stuff going on yet, so maybe let's start saving up the carriages for when we urgently need them later when we have overcrowding. You listen to the original Voodoo People or the Pendulum remix? I listened to the original. I think. Probably the original. There's one Hatsune Miku song that sounds like suspiciously similar to Voodoo People by Prodigy, and I'm like, I'm on to you. I'm on to you. R906. I know you listen to Prodigy. I listened to the Pendulum remix. I haven't heard it. Send it to me. I think I listened to like a remaster of the original since it's quite old. You know what I listen to a lot these days? I don't know if this is like in character or out of character for me, but like a song that really goes hard for me these days is fucking Toxic by Britney Spears. I kind of got that shit on loop. I don't know why, but like I'm really jamming to Toxic by Britney Spears lately. It's just such a good song. It's such a vibe. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like listening to anything. Just loop Toxic by Britney Spears. It's the music video where the people are doing a race blindfolded. No, I have not seen that. Sounds sick. I'm getting overwhelmed by these lines. They have very pleasant pastel-y colors though. I hope they actually are colored like this in real life San Francisco Metro. Should I spend my last tunnel to like connect this there? I feel like that might be a good idea, but I'm not sure. Okay, this is kind of outrageous. Why would you do this? Locomotive and... Okay, I think I do need a new line, actually. That might be helpful. Green... Okay, I'm gonna call it the Shrek line. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're... Maybe I should Google what the lines are called before I do a city I'm unfamiliar with. Calling it green feels kind of heartless and soulless. Calling it the Shrek line, on the other hand. Okay, let's connect the orange there, but also start a new line from it, and I'm gonna spend my tunnel to make it go there. And then connect it more there. Oh, fuck you. It cannot possibly spawn me more stations in this area there. Like, that's a lot of stations, okay? There's no way they need more stations there. Okay, this part is not very well connected. Let's connect to that, maybe? That makes sense, I think. That blue line there is kind of isolated, but like, what do you want me to do when this city is like 3 islands? Who builds a city like that? Just make it 3 cities with their own metro system. Problem solved! I'm thinking, yeah, that's probably fine. Can you command a song to me? That's the first thing I found? Huh. I don't know. I always listen to the original, I guess. It's kind of a jam, man. It's like one of those things that, like, my mom used to listen to. And now I'm into it too. I'm using my brain power. I could add another train. I don't really know where I want it, though. Probably on the orange, because it's so big. Maybe yellow, actually, because yellow is also quite big. Okay, that's uncalled for. That circle there, that's literally... I love that there's, like, people there waiting. Like, bro, what are you waiting for? Okay, I'm gonna get a new line. There's no... Ooh, hot pink? Why? Why would you do this? Like... It messes with the pastel vibe of the city. What the hell? You're ruining my whole vibe here. I miss Barcelona. I feel like Barcelona made the most sense. Out of everything I've played so far, I kind of want to do St. Petersburg next. I'm not very familiar with how St. Petersburg metro works, to be honest. I don't think... Well, I guess I have been. I've been to St. Petersburg when I was like 7 years old. So I obviously don't remember anything. It does have a river connecting it though, so I'm not really looking forward. Connecting. Is it really connecting when all it does is divide? Rivers are evil! Guys, when you really think about this, until I played this game, I never really thought about how evil rivers are. Like, when you really think about it, all they do is divide people. They literally serve... Yeah, I guess they can connect people via ships. Or whatever. But I low-key feel like all they do is divide people when you really think about these bodies of water really mess up. Speaking of bodies, you know, remember all the bodies that kind of show up in rivers like all the time? In every like TV show ever, they always find bodies washed up in the Thames and shit. I'm just saying, something is going on with rivers. Something is definitely going on there. Okay, maybe the blue line can go there. Not too... I think this is like fairly organized. I don't think this is too bad at all. I was really doing something wrong with London, man. My London map always looked ridiculous. Maybe London is just like that. Maybe you can't fix the London metro. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they actually tried. They added the Elizabeth line, and that was like the closest they've ever gotten to actually fixing it, because the Elizabeth line low-key slaps. But everything else, can I have a... Oh, fuck you. Can I have a tunnel, please? Do I want another line? Where would I even put that? No, let's have a carriage. Fish can't take trains. Exactly, they don't even need it. Slot Sirius Symboli arriving at my account. Why are there multiple horses called Symboli? Is it like a horse family or something? What's going on? Are they related? Is it like a surname? I need to know what's going on with the horse names being similar. It's very confusing. Last time I was at the Artist Alley, I saw that somebody had like lots of Uma stuff, but all the Umas looked the same to me. So I asked like the artist that was at the table, I was like, hey, are any of these Umas Symboli Rudolph? And they were like, I actually have no idea, I'm not the artist. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just walked away. They were like, I don't know anything about the horses, and I was like, that's fair. That's fair. But they all look, dude, they all have the damn, like, one single white stroke in their hair. I'm just like, I don't know how to tell these horses apart. God knows I'm trying. Like, I'm not saying this to be insulting. But why they all low-key got that one white hair? Clipper? The cards you use to, the tickets system or whatever is called Clipper in this city? Be serious. Be more serious next time. Well, I guess I shouldn't be complaining because the London cards that you use to pay for the metro are literally called Oyster. You'll be going there and like, remember to top up your Oyster card. Like, can't you, why did you name it that? There has horse blindness. I kinda do. I guess the horses, I'm complaining about the character designs, but I bet the horses all look even more similar. They were working with what they could, man. They were already like trying their fucking best. They were literally like, we are already doing our best here, man. Trying to make the characters look slightly different. Like, I don't know, they all have brown hair. Like, I know it's because all the horses are brown, but they all have brown hair. Like, I can't tell them apart. I literally can't tell them apart. I feel so mean saying this, but the character designs all look so similar in that game. I don't know who's who. I thought the Oyster card name was a joke. No, it's real. The worst thing, I have like personal beef with the Oyster card, and it's the fact that mine doesn't even work. Thankfully, they are basically completely moved on. They only keep the Oyster cards for old people, I'm pretty sure. Like, but at this point, the metro is all the lines and shit, they all fully function with just your phone. You just tap your phone and it charges you like whatever amount you traveled at the end of the day. So like, and you don't gotta like top it up and shit like with the Oyster card. But I did get the Oyster card because back when I just moved, I was a student, and students get a discount on an Oyster card, right? So I applied for the Oyster card. They sent me the Oyster card with a really ugly picture of me on it. But I gave them, but it was squished for some reason. You know when you give like a picture but it's not the right dimensions, so they just like squish it? That's what happened to me. I'm getting wrecked by the San Francisco metro. By the way. I don't have any fucking tunnels. Why don't they give you more tunnels in this game? Like, how are you supposed to do this? Like, what do they expect from me here? I don't understand. Yeah, and so I got the Oyster card. But then I couldn't put money on it. I couldn't do it online. I couldn't do it on the machine physically at the station. Like it wasn't working. Oh, thank fuck. A line would be good too, to be honest, but I'm gonna take the tunnels for now. And so, like, it just wasn't working, and I did something that I really hate doing, which is I called their support. I was like, hey, my Oyster card is broken. And at some point the lady was like, oh yeah, there's like some kind of issue with your account or whatever. I fixed it. She was like, yeah, I fixed it. You should be able to put money on your Oyster card now. And I was like, cool, thanks. And then I go to the machine at the station, and the station is like, no, sorry, error when trying to put money. Like, I even tried putting cash on it and it wouldn't work. I was like, they gave me a broken fucking Oyster card, man. And I just got mad. I never used it. I just paid with my phone for the rest of my life, basically. It's very frustrating. What do you want me to do about this? I don't have any more. I spent all my tunnels. They went so fast. Will we be betrayed? Hold up. Hold up. We might just save it. Oyster card sounds so New Yorker. I don't think I even got... Did I get... Oh yeah, the New York one is called Metro card, apparently. This one is called Clipper. The Barcelona one is called T-Mobilidad. Yeah. Gotta do St. Petersburg to see what that one is called. I bet it's something stupid. I know the ones in Moscow, I think they're called Troika, which is like a type of horse carriage with 3 horses in it. Aww. Actually, 898 is not too bad for like the first try. Man, London is seriously just like hard mode. Like, why the hell is London so hard to do? What is going on here? Like, what the fuck? Weebs when they have to do 400 on Lisbon to unlock Tokyo. And they probably don't even know where that is. Let's do St. Petersburg. I do wonder what the lines are called there. Maybe I will look it up. Let's see. Tren Urbano? Let's go. St. Petersburg Metro line names. Okay, I'm on Wikipedia. I'm locked in. What are the line names? Oh, this is bad. What the fuck? But why are they named that? Guys, they have long ass names. Holy shit. How do people tell each other, yeah, I'm taking this line? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Hold up, I gotta take a screenshot of this, you guys. That is actually so funny. Hello? Why would they do that? Who named these lines? Wait, guys. Кировская Выборгская линия, Московская Петроградская линия, Невско-Василеостровская линия, Лахтинско-Правобережная. Why are they named that? Holy shit, why did they fucking name them that? Dude, are you cheating? You can't cheat, it's all randomly generated, it's not real. I just want to know what the names are. Moskovska, that is crazy. How do I get to... Right, that's what I was saying. Excuse me, which line to take? And then, oh, you need to take the Лахтинско-Правобережная. Like, what the hell, man? Those aren't even real names. At that point, I'm walking home. Dude, no wonder they have like or extra names like line 1, line 2, line 3. Like, yeah, of course, everybody probably just calls them line 1, line 2, and line 3. What? Why are they called that? What the hell was their problem when they were building the damn metro in St. Petersburg? Okay, guys, we're just gonna be calling them red line, blue line, green line, okay? Look your Squid Game symbols. Anybody else notice that? Suspicious. Like, what the hell, man? Oh my god, there's like 3 islands in this city. Just swim! Literally just- well, they did give me 5 tunnels to start with, to be honest. I guess they are being kind of generous. They're like, yeah, you get 5 tunnels at the beginning. There's fucking 3 islands. Oh my god, PlayStation Pay to design the map. No, there's no X. Also, what the hell is this? I am back to watch while on the ride home. Are you watching this on the train? I think it would be funny if, like, as I'm changing the lines in a city where somebody who's watching the stream lives, the actual architecture of the city starts changing. This VTuber girl is changing reality. Why am I already getting overground? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted green. I guess I can't do green there. No, okay, whatever. Lara is God apparently. It would be really funny. I just think it would be funny. I don't have a God complex or anything, I just think it would be a good bit. Like when I was changing the states. When I was changing the locations of US states. Okay, but can I just say that like the US geography doesn't feel real to me. I don't know how to explain it, but it actually feels like it's a randomly generated map every time. Every time I check the US map, they fucking patched it in some way. I will be like, yeah, I remember where Chicago is, and then no, I don't. Apparently, where is, like, it's just like everything changes every time I think about it. It's so strange. Boris is watching it on длинное русское название. So true. So true. But yeah, you know, St. Petersburg is technically, it's supposed to be kind of like a really cultural city. It's probably like as European as it gets in Russia. Like it's probably like it's a very, very kind of European vibe city. A lot of art stuff there. A lot of students. I think it's like, it's a pretty like, I don't know, it's considered to be like a really like cultured and pretty like, liberal place. But like, it's kind of funny, like the stereotypes are low-key true because my mom actually did travel there with her friend, some time ago. Just like for a vacation. And she came back and and I was like, how was it? And she was like, you would not believe this. I was at like a random cafe. You know how like in cafes and restaurants you will sometimes go into the bathroom and the music there is so much louder than like in the rest of the place. Like you can really hear the music, but they've been playing much quieter in like the main dining area. She was like, I'm in this cafe and I go into the bathroom and they're deadass playing like an entire audiobook on speaker. She was like, they were fucking playing a whole ass audiobook. That's literally not right. Hold up. Do it like this, maybe? Because they're going to the square, right? Yeah. Okay. I have a problem. I don't really know. I guess I could do this. Whatever. Because the eastern side of the US is more based on natural features, and then the western side is more latitude, longitude, and some politic stuff based. What are you talking about now? There is an Italian restaurant that teaches you Italian on the bathroom. Do you think if you get like a really bad like diarrhea or something there, do you just walk out of it like, at least I know like a lot of Italian now? Like you sat on the toilet for so long and you're like, I got nothing out of this? Or you feel like yours is randomly generated? I don't know, is that what it is? I don't know, I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. I think in my brain I always confuse like Los Angeles and Florida, and maybe this is like really offensive to to people who like are from there or something, but like it's the same. Apparently, aren't they like on two different sides of the country or something, or am I crazy? But like to me, they're like the same fucking thing. I'm being so honest with you. In my brain, I always confuse them. I don't know. I'm really sorry if I'm offending people. I can't really offend people more than I did when I labeled the US map. What the fuck? I don't know, they're like the same. They're like both really hot, right? Just two like hot places. I always thought that they were like nearby. I always thought that Los Angeles and Florida were like next to each other. Like I didn't think they were the same thing, but I always thought that they were like really close to each other. I thought that they were like in a similar area or something. Florida has Florida, man? Okay, so what? Florida has alligators, I guess, but I always thought that they were like close to each other. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's just so confusing, that place. It doesn't sound real. Yeah, exactly. They're on opposite coasts, right? But I know that now, but I used to get it like always, like to me it always felt like they got similar vibes. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, okay? Also, I recently found out that there's 2 Disneylands in the US. And that's when I was also kind of like, this cannot be for real. Like, what do you mean there's 2 Disneylands? You don't need 2 Disneylands. What the hell do you need 2 Disneylands for? Like, who the hell was like, you know what our country could really use? Another fucking Disney resort. Like, be for real, man. What are you doing? Disneyland is in California. Disney World is in Florida. You see? I didn't know there were 2 Disneylands. So I always thought that there was one Disneyland. It was in like one of those places. See, they even built the Disneyland in each of them, and you tell me they're not similar? Like, why else would they build a Disneyland in each? Fucking think about that for a second, man. Something isn't right here. Oh my god, why is it getting over? I guess I need more trains. What? Who the hell would live all the way out there? I'm just doing loops on the Koltsevaya line. That's... I'm pretty sure that's in Moscow. I'm pretty sure that's in Moscow. We're doing St. Petersburg right now. Florida is like evil California. Okay, wait. Is Florida a state or a city? I never know what is a state and what is a city, man. Why do you even have fucking states? When I found out that Canada has states, that's when I was like fully disillusioned. That's when I was like, yeah, no, Canada is not worth moving to. Like, why would you have a state system? Oh, I think I'm gonna go for the carriage. I still have 2 tunnels, to be honest. And it looks like I really need more capacity on the trains. And let's add another train there. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. It's a state of mind? Wait, is Florida? It's so funny because one of my favorite Brooklyn Nine-Nine arcs is when they get sent off to Florida for witness protection because a big mafia boss is after them. That's like genuinely the best, one of the best parts of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But yeah, literally, guess what? I have no idea like what that even means. All they do is like talk shit about it and like, oh, I hate living in Florida. So I'm like, so Florida must be a city, right? Like, why else would they say that? Then like, is it not? Is it actually like a state? I'm so sorry. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So California is a state, right? Because you got Los Angeles, California. San Francisco, California. And you got Orlando, Florida, right? So Florida must be a state. No. My brain is expanding while I'm literally doing like this metro line that's like in fucking Russia. Podorozhnik? The fucking card, the fucking tickets, the cards in this, you guys will not believe it, they're called Podorozhnik. What a fuck-ass city. I was have a better impression of you, St. Petersburg. My mom always told me you were very cultured and nice. But look at you, have you seen the... Perhaps it's too cultured. Maybe it's so cultured you just end up with lots of really pretentious people living there. So that's how you end up with such long-ass metro line names. Maybe that's actually what happened. Maybe their own intellectuality and culturedness was like the end of them. Maybe they kind of overdid it. And now their metro lines all have really strange names. Okay. Are they on the red line? Okay, add another train there. Let's have another line. I don't really know what to do with another line. I have 2 tunnels, so... They're like constantly trying to go to the cross. Okay then. We can take this. It's a bit of a roundabout way, but I think it's better than nothing. She's learning too much? I'm just kind of assuming Orlando is in Florida or whatever, right? I'm just like, I'm making shit up. And praying that it's correct. We gotta generate the location of this thing. They're gonna regenerate it again. And I'm gonna check the information after. That's what I'm telling you. Probably Philadelphia was in New Jersey last week, but then it got regenerated and now I'm wrong. What is New Jersey? What is Philadelphia is a state, as I unfortunately learned last time. Philadelphia is a state. Where's Boston? Can I have something with no rivers? Or tunnels? Oh my god. Oh my god. Barcelona might be the goat, man. Like, there's like barely any tunnels needed. I never know how to pronounce the name of this city. I'm not even gonna try. Chicago. New York was quite fun, to be honest. I haven't done Paris yet, but Paris has the fuck-ass river too. Why does everything have a fuck-ass? Why are they building cities on rivers? They're dividing us. I kinda wanna do Washington. Where is Washington DC? I need to do Seoul. I need to go to 500 on Seoul. I need to do Sao Paulo first to get Seoul. Everything has a river. Everything has a damn river. Philadelphia is a city. Wait, I thought you guys told me it was a state last time. Or maybe no. Maybe I said it was a state and you guys corrected me and I already forgot. No. You guys probably like regenerated again. You guys rolled the dice again. I really want to get London 1960. There's no way they had that many lines back then. Need to score 1,000 in London. I'm gonna give it a go. The fuck us river. We need to abolish rivers, I think. It's the only way to a flourishing society, in my opinion. I'm anti-river. I'm coming out as anti-river. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Is that even true? Is this even a true statement, or are we just straight up lying to you with that title? Philadelphia is a city in the state of Pennsylvania, and New Jersey is a state, and there's a city. At least I had some of the information right. You see why some states, I think every single state needs to also have a city that has the same name. That would really save a lot of awkwardness for me, because then I would just be like, yeah, Florida. And people would be like, yeah, she's correct. Because then I have like a higher chance of like guessing it right if it's a state or a city, because it's both. So technically I wouldn't be wrong. You know what? Does that make? Am I explaining it properly? You know what I mean? Like I have a high, like if I say, oh yeah, Florida is a city, I have like a 50% chance of that being correct. Florida is a state. I understand now. So why is Jake and Captain Holt, why are they mad? Why are they like, oh, I hate living in Florida? That doesn't make any sense, because it's a state. Right? Like it's big-ish. There's different cities. Maybe there's better places in Florida. Like the one that has Disneyland in it, right? To live. Why didn't they put them in Disneyland, man? I think if you're in witness protection, that's actually kind of a genius move, no? If you got a witness in witness protection, you're like, we need to hide them so that the mafia boss doesn't find them. You put them in the damn Disneyland resort. Just make them live in the hotel forever. And like, nobody's gonna actually look there. Like, it's a safe, it's a secure area with lots of like security and like fences around it probably, so because people can't go without tickets, right? There's unlimited overpriced food, but I'm kind of expecting that they'll pay for my meals at that point, to be honest. You can like get a job at the park if you're really that bored, you know, like you get rides every day. And like nobody would look there, and it's a safe public area. Like nobody would find you there. It's really crowded and shit. I might be cooking here, guys. Maybe witness protection people should just be put into like different theme parks. It's mostly swamp. What about the Florida Everglades? That's an ecosystem right there. Okay, what if we got a 3-sided die, and if it rolls 1, whatever Lara says is now a city, 2 is a state, and 3 is a country? That is messed up. What do you mean country? I'm gonna be like New York, and you roll the dice and you're like, no, Lara, New York. Lara, haven't you heard the news? New York gained independence in 2016. They're their own like autonomous country. Actually, they're technically a kingdom, Lara, didn't you know? New York is its own autonomous kingdom now. That would actually fuck me up. And I'm like, damn it. They keep patching America. You wouldn't be able to afford living in a hotel? Dude, the witness protection people are paying for the hotel. Are you crazy? Are you, like, think about it. They're the ones who are putting me into witness protection. Like, when they put you in a house of your own in witness protection and they offer you witness protection, they pay for the house, right? They're like, yeah, this is your house now. But, like, we bought it for you or whatever. Like, we keep it for witness protection. They don't actually physically make you buy a house with your savings. right? They like pay for your new life to stand. I know they don't pay for everything, but I imagine witness protection covers like certain expenses for you, surely? They don't just fucking abandon you on the streets. I don't think that's how it works. So they're like, yeah, here is like a year of Disney hotel. No, I know I'm cooking. You guys are just mad because you didn't think of it first. I know the police department is writing this down as we speak. I might regret using up my tunnels for this. No. Okay, let's do it like this for now. Because who knows where they're gonna pop up new stations. Our funds were drained paying the hotel cost? You're on your own? Dude. Also, but like, they could totally get into agreement with Disney. They're like the fucking FBI or whatever. They can just tell Disney World, this person is in witness protection. They get to stay for free. We are FBI, what are you gonna do about it? And Disney World is gonna be like, yes, we're gonna provide them with whatever they need. Can we talk about that as well? Like, obviously the Disney World is gonna be like, yeah, sure, we can have one person live for free. That doesn't really, like, make a dent in our huge-ass pocket. FBI doesn't mean jack. Maybe in your world it doesn't, but I kind of control reality around here. Too bad. You couldn't do that? You can just grab shit? How did I do that? Did you see that? Wait, I want to do that again. Well, I could have done this the whole time? I tried it multiple times before and it never worked. This game is like gaslighting me with some of these controls. There is blame people's covers. I guess that is true. What if they are actually already doing it? I'm just gonna have like a SWAT team run into my house now and they're like, shut the fuck up, girl. What are you doing? Imagine they're already... I guess if it was common knowledge but it's a practice, then it wouldn't make any sense. Because then the mafia would know where to look for the people who are in witness protection or whatever, right? So I guess you can't really repeat it multiple times or anything because then the mafia is gonna catch on. They're like, the FBI division of Florida always puts their witnesses into Disney World, the Disney Resort, or Orlando or whatever. I always said Ontario there for a second, and I was like, that's definitely not right. Disney is its own government at this point. Actually, low-key, they're like the fucking Vatican. You know what? I actually know what you mean. They are low-key the Vatican over there. It's like its own kingdom, like with its own rules and its own laws. You know, apparently Legoland doesn't let you in without a kid. I don't know if that's true. But I feel like Disneyland needs to start doing that, but I guess they make too much money off of the Disney adults. But apparently you can't go to Legoland without a kid. Which is like, low-key, makes sense. Lawrence for knockoff FBI, Furio Tigre Bureau. Hell yeah. Stop spawning stations. I think I'm kind of cooking. Maybe I just got like the hang of how the structures work. Maybe my brain finally understands how to efficiently connect them, because this is not tangled at all, in my opinion. Even though I'm kind of lacking in the tunnel department, but you know what? We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Oh, never mind. I'm getting overcrowding over there. It's more of because of a shortage of trains, not because my system is inefficient, though. Please understand. You know what? Sometimes there are delays on the London Metro, and their reasoning is shortage of trains, so I could totally believe it. But like, that's out of my control. The game only gives me so many trains, okay? It's not my fault, it's the budget. The government doesn't give us enough money for... Actually, I don't know. Does the government even fund the metro? They charge you fares, right? It would have been free if it worked off of like taxes or something. So why don't they have money for more trains? What the fuck is this, man? Okay, hold up. So people there are trying to... You're already on the line. You need to go there. You're literally already on the line. It's literally 3 stops. Why are they being such little babies? You could literally just go where you need to go. I think it's literally just because they don't have enough trains. Like, it's literally just a train problem. Well, I can't move. Maybe I'll take 1 carriage from there. Oh, I can't. I don't think. It needs to like finish. Okay, no, it's going now. Hold up. But then the yellow also... Okay, thank god. Okay, I'm actually gonna get more locomotives and shit. And the carriage... Oh, fuck, man. Okay, no, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this carriage and investigate where I might need it more. All the money for trains got used for King Charles's coronation? Was it actually that crazy? I don't know. I don't really keep up with any of that stuff. What did they do on the coronation? You're making it sound like it was real fancy. Okay, I might describe a district line, to be honest, a little bit more. You see, it just feels like I know what I'm talking about when I actually know the names of the lines and shit. Suddenly my words have credibility when I say I'll just expand the district line there. You know what I mean? When I say, oh, the yellow line, does it, like, you know, it just feels like I know what I'm talking about and therefore I'm not qualified for the job. But when I say, let me just move the district line, you're like, wow, Lara's really cooking. She really knows what she's doing there. She knows the names of the lines. That's why I gotta stay in my lane and just do London. Or, alternatively, I just call all the other lines in other cities names that have similar colors to the ones in London. I'm just gonna... Why do they have the Elizabeth line in New York? Okay, carriage time. For yellow line. It deserves it. Look at that, can fit all of those people now. Almost. Almost all of those people. I really wish I had more tunnels. I don't know, man, this game is kind of fun. It's so, like, weirdly addicting. I'm so glad I found, like, the night mode on it, because actually, the few times I played it off stream, I was playing it on, like, the light mode, and it was, like, all white. And I was like, this game is nice, but it kind of burns my eyes. Turns out they actually had a solution for that all along. That can't be good. I might need a new line next update. It is a Sunday, so let's see if they give me a new line. Oh, fuck you. Oh, man. I kind of need both of those things. I think I'm gonna go for the tunnel because it might open me more opportunities. 2 tunnels. Let's pause it. Let's see what we can do with 2 tunnels in this economy. Okay, let's connect that because I think that would be a really good... Actually, not really. Maybe... It kind of has other connections anyway, but... Whatever, going for like 1 more stop. Not gonna hurt, surely. Let me think. I need to use my 2 tunnels really wisely here. I honestly don't know. I don't. It's all a mess. Maybe I should have taken more carriages. I can't add another train. What line should I put it on? Maybe green. I mean district line. District line. I know the names of the lines. I know what I'm talking about here. Okay, let's see if the new stations pop up and we'll see if they will need my tunnels. Will require my tunnel. If think this game is training future metro lines? Yeah, and AI is learning from this as we speak. Like, literally. I do always wonder, like, when they decide on a new line, because they fairly recently built the Elizabeth line, right? The Elizabeth line is the newest one. It opened fairly recently. Which you can tell by how nice and new it is and how big the platforms are so wide. The corridors are huge, man. Everything is so nice there. It looks like a fucking spaceship in there. There's air conditioning. The train is so quiet. It doesn't make any sound when you're on it, or like even when it's approaching. It's so fucking quiet. It moves like it's so smooth in the way it rides. If you were ever like in London, go on the Jubilee line and then go on the Elizabeth line. The Jubilee line is so loud, you actually can't have a conversation on it. Whenever I'm on the Jubilee line with somebody, it's literally like while the train is moving, you can't hear each other. Like, it just goes really loudly into your ears. Like, you will try to talk to someone and like you just see their mouth moving, but you have no idea what they're saying. Like, it's actually insane. Okay, I'm getting overcrowding there, but I do have a train coming out, so maybe they'll pick them up in a second. Not really much I can really expand that way, is there? I guess maybe I could take the district line. No, because I will spend the 2 tunnels. This is a really annoying curve here. I think it's real. It kind of reminds me of the Canary Wharf / North Greenwich area. That's really annoying to build around. You need 3 tunnels just to get through it. Oh no, never mind. They actually are kind to you and they make this 1 tunnel. That is actually very goated. Hold up. I didn't realize that. So they actually make this all 1 tunnel. Why are they suddenly being so generous? I for sure thought they were going to be like, oh, that's 1 tunnel, that's 1 tunnel, that's 1 tunnel. No. I still have even 1 tunnel to spare. I can still use a tunnel for something. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize they were that generous. Okay, I kind of want another line, actually. Good old Hammersmith and City. Lara becomes a subway system consultant. You can't say I'm not cooking. You can't say I'm not cooking. Well, this is kind of pissing me off there, but I'm gonna add Hammersmith and City to it now. And then we will be cooking again. Just you wait. Good thing I haven't done anything yet. So. Okay, see, that's not 1 tunnel for some reason. I don't know why. That is a bit frustrating. But it's nothing I can't deal with. Just make it connect to as much shit as humanly possible. Make it the most ridiculous Hammersmith and City line ever. But people, the good people of London... Why won't it go there? Did I hit the limit? No, the good people of London will thank me for this. Ah, fuck. Hold up, make it go through there. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Hi, Gerardo. How's the stream? I'm doing my best, man. The people of London hate me. They're like, there's no trains. It's not my fault, they're not giving me more trains, I don't have any more budget. I really thought I cooked with that Hammersmith and City line. Where even is... Are there any trains on the Hammersmith and City line? Are there any fucking trains going through? I don't even see a train on it. They're like, you don't get a train. There's no train! Where is the train? There's like nothing going through it. What the fuck? I built this line and there's no train on it. I don't see the train. I don't know how old, 6-7 years? Banned. Fuck you! Oh, I almost reached 1,000 too. I almost reached 1,000. That's a new record actually, right there. Fuck a city. That's why nobody wants to live here. I'm moving to Manchester, where they have nice yellow trams and no river. Actually, I think they do have a... I don't remember. I don't remember. I think they do have a river. But they got trams, though. It's cool. There's no Manchester in this game, is there? Those crazy lines. You leave my city planning alone, okay? I think like you would do any better. I almost got 1,000 people riding my trains, alright? How many people did you have riding your trains? None. I bet you don't even have any trains in your city. I bet there's no metro in Texas or whatever. I don't actually know. You know, lately I do this thing that if I see like an unfamiliar city that sounds American, I just go, oh, that's probably like in North Carolina or something. But the other day I kind of embarrassed myself. I don't remember what it was, but I saw like some city name. I don't remember if it was like in a movie or a book or something. I saw like, oh, like, I don't know, just like some random news. I don't remember what it was, but I saw a city name. And I was like, I bet that's like in South Carolina or North Carolina or something like that. And then I look it up on Google, and Google is like, city in England. And I was like, oh. It could have been worse. It could have been like Canada or something. And I was like, South Carolina. The metro line in my city was abandoned? No! Why? Not enough money? Not enough people? I think they only... Okay, I guess it depends from place to place, but I think they officially start building stuff like metro in cities in a lot of like European countries, if I'm not wrong, once the population reaches 1 million. So I think less than population is 1 million. I think that's when they start building metro. Officially. Like, that's when they think it's like worth the investment or whatever. At least that's how it works, I think, in Russia or something, but I heard about it like in some other places too, so I don't know. Oh shit. I need a tunnel. We might need to rebuild some stuff here, because we really need that. Because apparently you can just grab them and do this, which I just learned about. Let's do this instead. They never give you enough tunnels in this damn London map. IRL, those lines would crash to each other? Yes, we do have metro lines. No, they wouldn't, man. They built them. They fucking built them on different heights. They built one deeper than the other. Also, they have like they have parts where they meet where you can switch lines. They wouldn't crash into each other. That's not how it works, man. You're literally gaslighting me. Ours are on street level. Okay, but this is the metro, man. This is not how it works over here, okay? They wouldn't crash into each other. They built them on different heights. It's fine. It's okay. I'm the Londoner. I know what I'm talking about. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. I have no tunnels again. I always just end up with no tunnels. There's like this one poor person there that needs to get to fucking triangle. I hope it's not this triangle. It's kind of unclear, to be honest. I mean, it could be that triangle there. A metro line would have a big slide and free beer. Oh, you know, this whole like conversation about like Barcelona stuff that when I was doing Barcelona early, I actually remembered I went to a calzotada recently in England. So if you don't know, calzotada is like a spring seasonal event that they do. I think it's a Catalonian thing. I think it's like a specifically, very specific part of Spain thing, which is like in Barcelona area, I'm pretty sure. And so basically when these like big, I don't know, I think they're like leeks or like spring onions or something like that. They're called calçots in Catalan. And so when they're in season, they do like a big kind of, I don't know, like celebration where basically a lot of people and like eat them. So they do kind of like a barbecue where they grill them on like this charcoal grill. Like they literally just grill the leeks and then you dip them in romesco sauce, I'm pretty sure, and then you just like eat the whole ass leek. And it's like, it's a big thing, like it's a very like seasonal like tradition. People like book restaurants for it and everything, and they go like in big groups to do it. And so my friend, who also used to live in Barcelona, she literally was like, Lara, I found a pub that does a calçotada. And I was like, there's no fucking way. So we show up to the pub because we were like, we're gonna suss it out. We're gonna see how legit it's gonna be. And my friend was immediately like, she's half Catalan, she's allowed to say this, but she was like, because they said something like, oh, we started. It was so funny. The poster was so fucking funny. The poster was like, calçotada at this place. We start at 1 p.m. and we will go until we run out of calçots. Catalonia mentioned. And I'm like, what do you mean until you run out of calçots? That could be like 5 hours. It could be 5 minutes. Like, this literally means nothing. You can't just say that. It doesn't mean anything. But anyways, so we show up at 1. And we both like just get a drink. And we ask them, so how does the calçotada work? And the lady at the bar was like, oh, the calçotada is outside in the garden. They will start at 1, so you go there, you pay for the calçots like at the grill as they give them to you. And then like, yeah, you can just eat them. And we were like, okay, cool. So my friend goes like, well, let's be for real. If this is a legit Catalan calçotada, they will not start until 1:30. And I was like, damn, you're coming for them. And she was like, well, I'm half Catalan, I'm allowed to say this. And I was like, that's fair, actually. So I'm like, surely they'll be on time. Like, it's fine. So we show up at like 1:10-ish. And they got the calçots going. They got them on the grill and stuff. But it was kind of like, I don't know, there wasn't very like a lot of people yet. And the guy who was grilling them was like, hey guys, can you give us like an extra 10 minutes? And my friend kind of looks at me like, yeah, I fucking told you. See, I fucking told you this was gonna happen. I'm like, okay. And so we come back later, like a few minutes later, and at that point there's for some reason like a line. But we don't really know how it was. It's all like super disorganized, which we were immediately like, yes, this is legit. This is like peak Spanish/Catalan organization. This is exactly how it is to experience any kind of customer service in Spain. Completely chaotic. And you just, nobody knows what they're doing. Like, this is legit. This is 100% legit. So far we were like, okay, the vibes are legit here. A vozzolada calçotada. That's how you know it's authentic. Exactly, that's what we thought. But it was so funny. There was one guy there who was like in charge of taking payments and like writing down orders for how many calçots they need to fry. And while I was so my friend, like, we ordered some calçots and my friend was like, I'm gonna go like wash the table, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll wait for like the food to be done and I'll come back. And at some point, this dude who was supposed to be like taking orders literally just goes, you know what? I want to be the beer guy. Then he fucking abandons his post and he comes up to this like bucket with ice with beer in it. And he just starts like handing out beers to people standing in line. He's like, who wants to have a beer with me? Who wants to, like, come on guys, somebody gotta have a beer with me. He just starts like giving free beers to people. And I'm like, aren't you supposed to be like taking orders? Like, then this poor like our girl who was working there takes over, and she starts like taking people's orders. And like they're completely unorganized, like it's all chaotic. They don't know like who ordered what. They don't know how many calzots. Like, she's like writing it down on a piece of paper, which was like also pretty crazy to me. So I was like, this is very legit, but I really want to like go sit down with my food now. And at some point I was waiting for so long. My friend who was at the table waiting fucking messages me like, what is going on? The guy who was standing behind you just came back with his food, and I'm like, look. You wanted authentic? We'll hear it fucking is as authentic as it gets in this around here, like. And so yeah, basically in the end I did get like the calzots and like the sausage sandwiches and stuff, so we were chilling. My man Philip Robert Chuda was like, this is so fucking funny, but in the end we ate our calzots. They weren't bad. The ones I had in Spain were better. I feel like they didn't grill them long enough, to be honest. I feel like they could have been softer. But either way, at some point we were sitting at our table and we were like done with our food, but there were like some British people, because there was a lot of like Catalan and Spanish people there who went, obviously, because, you know, that's kind of what we expected, because I don't think British people really know much about a calzotada. But there were some British people sitting at a table across from us, and so you're supposed to eat calzotas with your hands, right? And they were like cutting them up with knife and fork. And my friend was like freaking out. She was sitting there like, and she was like, I'm trying not to judge. I'm really trying not to judge, but like, what are they doing? And I'm like, they don't know. They didn't explain, okay? People at the grill already expected you to understand how it's done, alright? Like, you can't judge them for something they don't know. It's so funny though. She was like, they're fucking eating. They're eating the damn calzots with knife and fork. I thought it was funny. But I guess I'm not as culturally close to it as she was. I thought it was pretty damn funny, honestly. How deliciously British. Lara, I have beers in the fridge. May I have permission to drink one? Since when do you need my permission? Why are you role-playing like you need my permission? You're like my parents. My parents also role-play like they actually care about my input on shit, just to make me feel included, and they'll be like, yeah, do you think we should eat these random mushrooms we picked at the forest? And I'm like, no, you shouldn't. And they're like, okay, we're not gonna do it because you told us no. And then they secretly eat the mushrooms anyway. Like, don't play with me. I know exactly how this shit works. Get me one, Gerardo. You have my permission to watch Alex have a cold beer and really enjoy it, while you just sit there and watch. That'd be pretty sick, not gonna lie. Maybe you can like vicariously enjoy it through him. You ever had that? It's like secondhand smoking, but with beer. It kind of sounds like a legit concept. I don't know. I feel like it could totally be done. But yeah, I really enjoyed the calzotada. We should go next year too, I think. It was quite fun. It was chill, you know? It's been ages since I've done a calzotada. My school used to do it, obviously. But after school, I haven't really done it. Lara, even if you say no, I would drink one anyway. Exactly, you're just like my parents. I'm telling you, just role-playing. You're literally just role-playing as someone who cares about my opinion. Hurtful. First of all, that's really hurtful. Second of all, I don't know. I don't really know what my second point would be here. It's kind of getting late. No, I have a convention, by the way, this Sunday. It's a one-day convention, luckily, but it's this Sunday. And I'm still in denial about it, but the good news is my restocks actually did arrive. Thank God. So at least I don't have to worry about that. Um... Oh my god. Maybe I should move another train there actually instead. Can I do that? Can I just have like another train there? Just... yeah, look at that. It's okay, we don't need that many trains on the pink line, do we? So yeah, at least I got my restocks before the convention. The con is back and the artist will sell. We're putting the con back in the artist. I don't really know if that makes any sense. I'm trying to like build up on from that bit, but I don't really know what I'm saying. Yeah, I restocked on the Leon two-sided keychains. Because I feel like now that the game is out as well, everyone's gonna actually want more Leon. He already sold out last time, but I didn't make that many of them because I was just kind of testing the waters with those two-sided keychains. The ones with the lingerie at the back. But now that I tested the waters, I ordered more of them, and I feel like it's gonna sell even better because the new game just came out. You can take that artist out of the con, but not the con out of the artist. There you go. That's good. That's good. But why would you take the artist out of the con? What did the artist do? Why am I getting kicked out of next on Monday? I'm like, I got kicked out of any manga pop. Here's why. That girl can't stay out of trouble. It's true. Will I ever reach 1,000 in London? I really want to. I'm close. I'm at 947. 950. We might actually make it. This might be my best designed London metro yet. Except for over there. That's kind of fucked up. Interchange or tunnels? Well, shit. I don't know. Maybe interchange. 2 tunnels, though. I don't feel like I need more tunnels at this point, to be honest. Maybe I could get the yellow line more connected there. That might be a good idea, actually. Let's expand the yellow line. Maybe. Honestly, what if it went there? Will that do anything? Earl Grey! The achievement for reaching 1,000 in London is called Earl Grey. You know that's right. You fucking know that's right. Put a train there immediately. That didn't do anything. This literally did nothing. Let's have one more tunnel. By the way, the line going through it means it doesn't stop there, it just kind of goes past it. Which I think is probably okay for now. Like that way it's gonna be faster anyway. We're gonna need it to get up there as soon as possible. I don't know, should I expand the blue line to go there too? They're kind of going in the same direction though. Is there really much of a point in that? Maybe we don't really... nope. Maybe we don't really want that. How do I like... how did I do it before but I like undid the line? There you go. Maybe make it go there instead. Oh, we're kind of in trouble though. It's okay, I reached 1,000 to be honest. It's kind of whatever. Now I can do London 1960 or whatever they said. I don't remember what they said. I'm so bad with numbers, like it's actually not funny. I don't know why, man, I just can't remember them. I wonder if there's some vitamins you can take for that. I bet the NHS would be like, just take vitamins, bro. Nobody, the NHS. Have you tried taking vitamins for this? I think I'm gonna lose. That wasn't too bad. 1,223 passengers? That's not terrible. That's like basically the population of London. Right, guys? You can basically say... it's past 11? But I finally unlocked... I finally unlocked London 1960. I don't even know how that's gonna be any different. Do they all have that? Paris 1937. New York 1972. They all have like a like an evil. Actually, Chicago doesn't, man. They hate Chicago. I'm gonna be like the worst for this, but where's Chicago again? Plan the famous L. Public transportation in in America be like plan the greatest L in history of the United States public transportation. Texas? That can't be right. You're lying to me. You're literally lying to me. Chicago. It's in Illinois. It's the one. It's the one that's on the fuck ass Eggplant Lake. That's right. I gotta go to bed, bestie. It's shopping day tomorrow. No problem. You get that Gucci and Louis Vuitton or whatever. I'm gonna do one round of London 1960 to see what the hell is even going on. The key difference is they labeled the river. What the fuck what do they mean? Why do they have to get a score of 1,000 to unlock this? Y'all, the river is now labeled. They famously stopped doing that. Like, what's going on? Are the trains like slower now or something? I rode the Chicago line one time. It's like above ground over the streets. It's cool. That is really cool. I actually really like those. Why is it called the famous L though? Why do they hate it? Texas Metro lines are new. I don't think they're in this game. Maybe this is gonna be smaller, right? I mean, it's... Should've probably read the description of the level. Probably the city was quite small. Well, not but like smaller for sure back then, right? But yeah, the ones that are above ground, they're quite cool. If you think about it, it's almost like a roller coaster. A bit scary though. Especially if you're like afraid of heights or something. You won't find it in game? Yeah, clearly. But like, what makes this different? I feel like I was gaslit. They really said, earn 1,000 points, and then the river is just labeled now. There's not even a big ban on this. That is so messed up. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed after this. I'm getting tired. I shouldn't be allowed to play games like this. I could actually spend forever. Like any kind of like management game. It's literally like, it's the death of me. I could do this shit non-stop. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they're so addicting. I only like the ones that actually have stakes in them. I don't like the cozy business games. Like, they're okay for a while. Like, I'm gonna get kind of into them. But like, there's no like death. There's no actually going bankrupt in them. It doesn't feel like anything. It's not satisfying to see number go up in those to me for some reason. Like, sticky business I thought was really fun. It's cool that you can make so many stickers and stuff like that. Like, there's no stakes in it. Like, there's no... Like, a sticker business like that wouldn't actually survive in the real world, I'm sorry. Now, Idle Manager, that's where it's at. That's where the harsh realities of the industry are really shown to you. I like them cozy, I turn them chaotic. But how? You can't even lose or anything. Like, nothing really happens in those games. Like, I don't know. This one, at least you can kind of lose in it, you know? And then you just restart. And I think that's like the effectiveness of it, like the loop. The loop just keeps going. Steak, medium, please. Oh, it took me like a second to process that. Don't do this to me. It's getting late. The later it gets, the less I understand humor. Which means that the higher are your chances of accidentally getting banned. By me. I saw like a German clip recently where he had like a band-aid over his nose. And someone was like, German, did you get a nose job? And he got like really mad and offended and he was like, ban this person! Ban this person! And then he like saw himself in the camera and he was like, oh, it's because of the band-aid. I forgot I had that. Sorry, unban this person. I'm like, why did he get so offended at it? You were the one with the band-aid on your face, man. That's going to have dreams of metro lines. Oh, I hope this is not one of those games where you go to sleep and then all you see is like the mechanics of the game and like the flashing color. That was me with Karen for a while. I had the whole night of so-called sleep where the whole night I just dreamt about like the game. I just saw myself climbing. I was really in character, I think. Okay, let's start. What the hell is this green line? What are these fucking lines? This is not real. This is not my London. This is not the London I grew up in. For 5 years. In my adulthood. Not the London that raised me. At the age of 20 to 25. I think it's going pretty well though. I don't know, really enough. But then Metros implement more loopy loops. Dude, I think they should do it. It's like on the roller coaster. To be honest though, I know it's not like the same thing, but the fucking circle line on the London Metro confuses me so bad. I actually don't like it's a circle, right? Like it's a closed. It's not even a closed circle. It has like branches. Doesn't make any. I never understand how it works. Whenever I try, I need to go somewhere and I go on Google Maps, and Google Maps is like, you need to take the circle line for this. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to do that. I don't understand how it works. Whenever I try to look up any direction, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I just go like this. And then like, no I don't. I don't know how to explain it, but the circle line doesn't make any sense. You know what's crazy about this game? How like weirdly, subtly it zooms out. I don't even fucking notice my map zooming out. It must be zooming out so incredibly slowly you don't notice it unless you actually like. I'm concentrating on it now, so I'm seeing it. But when I started, you could only see the word Thames. Now you can see the word river as well. It zooms out so fucking gradually. The shit must look insane like at 2x speed or something. It's kind of interchange. I haven't even used the other line. I could really use a tunnel. But you already know that, don't you? Mini Metro. You literally hate me. I know exactly what you're doing here. You weren't born yet? I was there, but not in London. In 1960? You were not born in 19... Well, I guess we don't really know how old you are because you keep changing your age every stream. 19... If you were born in 1960, how old would you be now? You would be like... God, give me strength. You would be like 60, right? Or like 65, I guess. I'm getting confused. I don't even know where the lines are going. The brown and the orange are like weirdly similar. I was 90. You were 94 in 1960? You're old as hell, man. When are you planning to retire? What do the funny numbers mean in your name, Gerardo? 2700. Maybe that's the death of. Maybe that's the year of his death. That's the. Gerardo got the year of his death in his username. Year 2769. Oh my god. Maybe that's too much. Gerardo's like, I know I change age, but I know exactly the year I will die. Can't retire in this economy. You're so real for that, though. Okay, I can add another train. Maybe I'll go with the brown. Bakerloo. Can I have a tunnel, please? What is your problem? There's no way they had that many lines in 1960, man. I guess maybe they probably did, to be honest. What are these colors, though? Were the lines just called differently before? I don't believe that is the case. I thought they just made up this fictional 1960 London or something. None of this is fucking real. I need to get to the bottom of this. Sorry for your bestie, I'll send flowers. I'll schedule a stream to year 2769 as a funeral stream. Wake stream for Gerardo. How do you think the chimney sweeps got to their job? Through the chimney network? I don't know what you're saying, man. Obviously it was through a chimney network. I don't really know where to put the interchange yet, to be honest. I still don't know what it does. I have no idea what the hell the interchange actually does. You're right. I'm always right. I'm literally always right. If Phoenix was here, they'd back me up. They're the only one who would like be like, yeah, Lara, you're always right. Nobody else, nobody else appreciates me like that. I don't know. Maybe I could put the interchange. I don't know what the fuck it does. Like, I don't get it. I think it helps manage like the waiting. So like, if there's a lot of people somewhere, it makes it a bit more easier to organize or something. I don't know. I didn't really read the tutorial. Maybe this game is actually like I feel like I can feel like my eyes closing. This game is low-key. Maybe this is what you need to actually put you to sleep. You just calmly watch some. Not a single tunnel in sight, by the way. Just calmly watch some. Yo, they gave me the Jubilee line. The Jubilee line is not even on the main one, but there's a gray line here. Make it make sense. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going with this. I'm just gonna close it. Oh fuck. There you go. Make it a circle. The Jubilee line is now the circle line. I like to call the Jubilee line the Jollibee line sometimes. Sometimes in my head, it's like a vocal steam. I will start repeating the voice of like the train announcer person. It's like, the next stop is Westminster. Exit here for the Westminster Abbey and Houses of Parliament. Change here for the Jollibee line. I feel like that kind of goes hard. It kind of goes hard, the Jollibee line. No, don't ruin my Jollibee line. It's so jolly. Connected. How do the like circular lines even work in this scenario? I don't like in this game. Nice loop, thank you. Okay, so if I put an interchange there, does that actually... Oh shit, the timer started going back. Yeah, I guess the time runs out slower if you got an interchange on. Interesting. So if you have a station that like keeps getting overfilled, I guess you could do that. I would really like a tunnel though. Jollibee missing out on some good advertisement. Oh my god, I actually saw... Just reminded me. So the ads on the metro are always really unhinged, right? But I think I saw the most unhinged metro ad. I love looking at the ads because it's always something really fucking ridiculous. Like they always got... Lately it's just all AI generated, by the way. Half the ads on the London metro are just all AI generated, which is like really annoying as well. The other day I saw an ad. I was just passing by. It was like one of those ads that's on a train. It was kind of like in a corridor where you pass. And the ad said, abled seaman wanted. And it had a picture of a sailor, like a seaman. Like, abled seaman wanted. And I was like, is this like a job posting to work like on a ship? What is this ad? And I look closer at the ad. And below, in a smaller font, it says, donate your sperm today. Become a sperm donor. And I was like... What the fuck is wrong with these people, man? What is their fucking problem? I was like, oh, okay, they're like recruiting people to work at the port, maybe? And then it's like, become a sperm donor. It's so fucking funny. Oh, you can't move the interchange? That's annoying. I think I'm gonna lose. I knew that was coming. How? How could you possibly predict that plot twist? That wasn't too bad. I don't know what does it say? Dial back the clock and revisit London's underground in the 60s. This doesn't make any this literally doesn't... This game just be making shit up. Like, it's basically the same as this. Like... I don't really know what the difference is supposed to be around the colors are different. Like, it's not like it's it's all randomly generated, isn't it? Seaman? Well, but how did you... You just have a dirty mind. That's how you predicted it. This poor sailor was gonna shove so confused. Imagine you didn't properly read the ad and you were like, hi, I'm here for the job. And they're like, what kind of job? Oh man. Okay guys, it's sleepy time officially. This game is too dangerous for me. I will see you guys tomorrow for Resident Evil. Not gonna play for too long because I do have a convention to table at on Sunday, so I'm gonna do my best to pack everything tomorrow and stuff before stream, and then I can... My mom was literally on the phone with me and she was like, Lara, do not play Resident Evil until 1 AM. On Saturday. She was like, don't do it, Lara. Thank you so much for the super chat, Alex. Thank you. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. I know you guys I know you guys love it when I play strange video games nobody has ever heard of. Like I know that's everybody's favorite activity on the Lara YouTube channel. I got an email today from an indie game developer who I played one of their games for my discovery queue a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember. It was the one of the scary pigs that were really mean to me the whole time. It was called Shiaf. So yeah, apparently they really appreciated that I played their game, and they were like, I made a new game, do you want the key for it? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll play the new game. So I don't know if I should stream it or if I should record it. I'm not too sure. It's quite a short game, so I don't really know if it would be good. It's like an hour-long game. But I also feel like I can't put it on the discovery queue videos, because then it's like they bought the discovery queue video. It's supposed to be randomized, you know what I mean? Low-key, it would have showed up on my discovery queue probably because I already played another game by Vtuber though. But they were too fast. They gave it to me before I even got to the discovery queue. So I don't know. Maybe I'll stream it. I'm not sure, but it looks cool. It looks spookier than the last game, but it looks quite interesting. So I'll see how I can fit it into my very busy schedule. Maybe it's like a nice short stream, to be honest. And yeah, guys, by the way, next week is a REL appearance on a Wednesday. It's actually, I don't think it's at 8 PM. I still don't know how the clock change works, but I will figure it out, guys, okay? But I hope you are excited for some RL content next week as well. But otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for Resident Evil for like 2 hours only. And then I'm gone. Yeah, right. You believe that shit? Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Bye bye. Have a good night and good rest of your Friday.